think that worked. We're here. We escaped the ghosts.
Are we alive? Yeah, okay.
Mic check 1, 2.
We did lose the comment section though.
Yeah, no.
You did lose what?
The
We
comment
lost all
section.
the comments. You opened
Is it
some
in a
window.
different tab?
Ghosts.
Give us a
Ghosts
nice
on the
intro
computer.
while.
It's
Hey.
us.
How's it going, everyone?
Hi. Technical difficulties here. You can see by the sheer fact that there's a dragon on my shoulder. Don't tell him I'm here. Don't tell him I'm here. He's gonna eat me. We are definitely in some other location today. I'm okay.
Okay.
Are we good?
Oh.
Are we good?
Austin.
It's okay.
Okay, no,
Let
no,
me-
I got
let
it.
me-
I got it.
Let me. There we go.
He's got it.
We're good.
The DM has a completely different set of tools here today. I'm working my magic. Austin, you may
Hi.
take your seat.
Thank you.
We are Here Be Dragons, and we're here, finally.
We are here.
I mean, guys, it's 2 after the start. We can look back about 8 months ago and say,
It's on us.
you know,
Click.
everything's broken. Everything's broken. The DM's just gonna give up on life.
We're here. Now it's totally gone.
We only have
We
comments
lost
now.
our video. It's fine.
One more. There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay.
We're here.
Wait.
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Wait.
There it is.
Leave it.
Okay.
It's
I guess
fine.
that's
So here's a quick reminder to everyone out there.
Hmm.
We're working very hard here, as you can see. We've got a wonderfully decorated set. You're like,
Happy
wait, you're not at the
almost
inn.
Halloween.
You know what? The inn was booked out for this weekend.
It was.
And so we picked up, we brought ourselves somewhere else so that we could do the show. It's going great, but if you're out there and you're like, man, it just seems like what they need is a guy behind, or a guy in the chair?
Yeah.
Guy in the
Guy in the
chair.
chair.
The
Or
guy in the
girl.
chair.
Guy in the chair. Or girl.
If-
Person in the chair.
If you are in West Los Angeles or
Trained
want to be here,
chimpanzee in the chair.
Email us at herebedragonsdnd@gmail.com.
or ping any of our social. With that,
Because we do have an email.
I was
address.
planning on TBK. I might just accidentally kill the tech today. So total tech kill, TTK. We are Here Be Dragons. I'm gonna stop pushing buttons for now. What that means is we're gonna talk about our sponsors, but we're not gonna go to the sponsors page at the moment because the sponsors page might be a dragon.
They're
and not a
they're
good
kind
one.
of there. They're
Um,
they're at the top. If
Yeah.
you
You'll
look-
see
if
them.
you
Very
look
top.
They're at
we
the
do-
top.
there.
We do
That
have our
way.
They are up
sponsors.
there.
Our
And then they'll be right
sponsors
here,
are wonderful. They've helped
Mhm.
us with a lot of things, and they helped you find a lot of things, win a lot of things. We've done some giveaways with Caffeinated Kobold, Blacksmith Craft Dice, and Critical Treasures. Most of them have been with us since the beginning. We're in season 2. They all jumped in season 1 and trusted that I didn't kill all the players off too quickly. And I guess
So
it
far, so
worked.
good.
So far, so good. Tonight's the night. This is our Halloween episode.
Spooky.
We'll work on that.
I didn't know I was supposed
It's
to.
yeah, it's been a week, and now it's scary week.
Spooky.
Nailed it.
I take 15 points of psychic damage. And with that, we're going to return to season 2.
Yay!
I have nothing else to say other than social is. I'm doing it right this week.
No.
No.
Oh, social is that one. Left side social.
Left side everything.
Left side everything.
Yeah, you
All right.
Side, strong side.
Left side.
Strong side.
Left side.
Strong side.
Left side.
Strong side.
Remember the Titans.
Oh.
Who?
I mean, just do it.
Titans? Those really
Anyways.
big creatures that we have.
Oh,
That
they
Hercules
overflew
fought?
the
Mm-hmm.
gods. Yes.
If you missed us-
Actually, Hercules didn't. I guess he might have refought the Titans, but Zeus and his siblings
Right,
fought the
right,
Titans.
Right. True that.
Happy National Sibling Day.
If you missed
It's
us
not
2
today.
weeks ago, here is what went down.
Oh, I thought you had.
If you missed us truly and you want to go back, plug your ears for about 38 seconds. Unsure where to go and what to do, the
Oh, we
party
need this,
decided
we need
the
this.
jail still had more answers Taking a moment to enlist Barth's help, B1RD gave Rumil, in spider form, a flight he would not soon forget. As they peered into the windows of the jail, having some success in locating their friend, Ari rallied the troops and decided now was the time to act. With a vague plan in mind, they had set off to break TikTok out of jail, as they had just now found where he's at. Having not been very far into the compound, Ari decided to use her trainee status to do some infiltration. With a very awkward conversation to distract the guard on duty, the rest of the party snuck in and began to break TikTok out of his cell. Yes, Ari, everything is required, not just boots. To the party's dismay,
Boots.
Boots.
I do have.
Boots. You need your toll booth. To the
And
party's
cats?
dismay, TikTok seemed not to recognize them, nor did he recall the past few days that he spent with them. As they began to rush out, there was yet a straggler that was broken out as well. A rogue by the name of Ebrin Shadewalker. That evening, rest was found in the inn, and memories slowly returned, at least for Ebrin.
And we kicked somebody's butt.
He did.
A ne'er-do-well,
And ne'er-do-well.
if you will.
Now, players, you've gotten some rest.
Mm-hmm.
Ebrin is crashed on the floor in one of your rooms. TikTok is
in my room on the floor.
curled up, squeaking like a dog, kicking his legs and feet on the rug.
Seriously?
Hey, he's a broken goblin. What do you expect? The sun breaks
The sun broke?
in half. There's now two suns. You're on Tatooine. In this episode, we have transported worlds. No, the sun
I was like,
begins
it's a
to
Halloween
break
episode, I don't know
over
what
the
this is.
horizon.
Oh, okay.
The morning is upon you. Breakfast smells and sounds to be cooked and served downstairs. Do any of you need to do anything in your rooms at this moment?
Personally, I want to. I've got my circlet that I just got, and I want to double check. I remember like last time it was almost like calling to me for a spell. I want to see like, hey, you still good up there?
You'd given him the spell, correct?
I had.
Yeah.
It was holding invisibility. As a player, I know that there are certain things work, but I wanted, or certain ways certain things work, but having just gotten this, it's like, okay, clearly this is a spell storing thing. Did I reach my maximum of storage? Did I?
Perfect.
Um,
So you're calling out to him.
Yeah, I'm like trying to focus my mental energies, almost how I would a spell, and connect with the circlet.
You hear a question in the back of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Is now the time?
No. Do you? Are you full?
I do not eat.
Are you? Like, can I give you anything else on top of what I've given you?
Is now the time?
Nope. Never mind. Okay, cool. Check back later.
Right. You had a light conversation, but it seemed to be almost the voice in your head, but it was a bit deeper.
I've done that before.
More experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so then the other thing I want to do is I want to pull out those gloves again, put those on, and I remember like holding them up to things and investigate, almost like seeing more.
Yeah.
So I want to go up to my own door,
Yep.
and I just hold my hands up to the
A
door.
circle forms between your hands. It grows wider and wider and outstretches past your hands. You can see through this circle, but you do almost see a shimmer of the door in front of you. You feel it under your hands as well.
Okay, so I can see. It almost is like I can see through things. Like if
Yep. The gems on the back of your gloves are filled with a bright color, and they start to slowly dissipate the longer you hold.
I'll kind of like release my hands from doing that.
Being a studied person,
Mm-hmm.
you noticed that the gems lost about, let's say about 10 to 15% of their luminance because they were clear the day before.
Right.
They lost about 10 to 15% of their luminance, and you only had it up for about 10 seconds by the time you fully realized what was going on.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And it seemed like because of the I could still feel the presence of the door. It just seemed like, did the circle stop growing?
The circle grew to the edges of the door. It seemed to grow a bit further, but it didn't like completely make the whole door disappear.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
So
you were definitely enthralled with the colors changing on the back of your hands and
Right,
being
yeah.
able to see through what you were looking at. So you never saw the full extent.
but there was still a solid pressure underneath my hand.
Yes,
It's
the-
not like it created a hole through the
No
door,
hole
but
through,
rather
you-
just a way to see through.
Yeah,
as far as I can tell.
you felt the door. You understood the door was there, but no longer visible.
Awesome. Cool. So I'll keep that in mind.
And you die, according to the dragon.
Oh.
Not me.
Oh, well, good to know.
Oh, one down, 3 to go.
Should have seen that coming. I just
Yes,
had
master.
my hands up.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Well,
Well.
thank you for joining us. No.
Thanks, guys. Best
Anyone
of luck
else?
with this.
Anyone else in room? I believe Ibrin was crashed on Reno's floor.
I don't think I have anything that I need to do before.
You have stranger on your floor.
Yeah, you do.
Also, chat, thank you for joining us. If we do disappear, we do have our Discord link below. Since we're in a different location, we don't actually know the extent of our internet capabilities, so please chime into Discord and say, hey, you're gone. We'll attempt to get back on screen, and the DM won't push any buttons doing so.
I pull out Brianna. I said the spider.
Mhm.
I guess I should say, "Hey, Brianna."
As soon as you mention her name, the legs spider out, and she stands up in your hand and kind of looks around, and you see all 8 eyes mechanically blink a couple times and stare up at you.
Whoa. What's the weather like today?
She blinks and we hear beep boop. Like, it almost seems like it denied whatever you were trying to say.
Gotta learn spider. No missions for you at the moment. Stay tuned. I'll put her back on.
Okay, as you put her back towards your shirt, she pulls her legs up, and a little pin comes back out.
Perfect. I'm going down for breakfast.
All right, breakfast it is. Valari, Rumil, anything you wish to do, especially with a
Is the dude
stranger?
asleep?
He seems to be waking up as he hears you moving ever so slightly.
But sir, how are you? How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling a bit foggy.
Well, that seems natural. Memory seems a bit cloudy, if memory serves.
He doesn't fall for that joke, at least not today.
Do you remember anything more? You were going over some names last night.
Yes, I remember there were a few of us sent to scout some cities a couple years ago.
Us? Who's us?
Pay no mind to who us is at the moment. But we went to scout cities a few years ago for strange happenings. And, this city, of all cities, had growth to it. Homes that sprung up overnight but looked like they'd been there for years. I'm sure it's a bustling metropolis at this rate now that I've been in, based on what I saw at the guard station, 2 years in the cells. Is it a large city now, or is it still quite a small town?
I would not say that it's a large city. I don't know that it's quite small town. But certainly not large. What you say as far as the houses go, though, from what our understanding is the information that we have gathered is that there is a magic in the wood much as you mentioned that houses seem to spring up. That's more or less, from what we gather, what is actually happening. That the wood kind of self-repairs and grows and actually becomes these houses. The only limitation could possibly have been that the forest that he was harvesting this wood from seems to have lost some of its power.
You say a forest that wood has been harvested from.
Aye.
Okay, that's news to me.
At least that's if memory serves us well, the information that we got. And that could potentially limit the town's growth. If they have harvested as much as they can, then everything's going to have to be built, well, normally.
As it should.
Agreed. My fear is that the people or the person who's doing the building may not be satisfied with that limitation, though. We're actually here to find the person who's been harvesting these trees because they seem to be jumping across worlds trying to find more.
If that's the case, I must find if my contacts are still in the city, and
That would be helpful both for you and us, I would imagine.
I'll meet you back here in a few hours.
Whoa, up and ready that quickly. Would you like some breakfast, sir? It smells quite delicious.
On my way through, I'll nab something. And he picks up and walks through the door and closes it behind him, and you almost hear no sound as the door closes back, and you don't even hear him go down the hallway.
He's good.
He's out. He's gone.
Well, then if he's gone, I'm gonna go get myself some food.
All right. So you're headed down.
And light my pipe.
You're all headed down. Anything for Valari?
Is the goblin sleeping?
He's still sleeping. Curled up.
Okay, I go, but I have to lock the door.
All right. You go and you lock the door behind you, and you still hear him muttering under his breath. And you walk away down the stairs. As you all head down the stairs, you bump into one another and end up making it down to the main area at the same time. Breakfast smells great. You don't see any food on the tables yet, but you do see
That sounds good, isn't it?
you do see the kitchen door swinging very quickly, and coffees are coming out and teas are being brewed. And as one young man who's throwing all of these drinks out on the table, sorry, food will be here in just a minute. Don't, hang tight, we got you. And he looks at you all. Food's taking a little bit. We're a little understaffed in the kitchen. Is it all right if I make you all the breakfast platter? There's some meat, some eggs, some bread.
Perfect.
Anything to drink? You good?
It's fine.
A tea with a little bit of extra would be fantastic.
Tea with our finest brew in it. All right.
Oh, is that what that means?
Oh, God,
You're a
you've
little
never had this?
extra.
I just thought it meant like extra honey.
What's
He-
wrong? Short
We
staffed? What happened?
just had one of our guys call off sick today. He's part of the town guard, and apparently something happened last night or yesterday. There's a few people missing. We'll
You're a part of the town guard. Shouldn't you be at work by now?
they just made their first round. They'll be back soon for you if they haven't. They pulled a few guys out to patrol today.
I worked late. I'm going in late.
That's right. You did arrest someone.
All right. Well, I'll get you some food. I'll be out in a flash. And he busts into the kitchen. This morning the tables are fairly full, and you do notice that there is one table off by the front door that's not been taken, but everything else seems to have been either taken or sat at and dishes left behind. Do you
Right.
wish to sit? Do you wish to carry
Shall
on?
we?
That's it. I guess we might as well. We did plenty last night, as you said.
Where's our friends?
What friends? Oh, right, TikTok and him.
Friends?
Well, the roguish gentleman, I spoke with him briefly this morning, but he took off in rather a hurry. It would seem that they were investigating the same thing that we were, the wood growth and whatnot, some magical properties. And he had some contacts in the area that he wanted to get in touch with. So I think that could actually help us out a bit as we try and investigate a little bit further if he has further information on the town. Which actually, to that point, I would like to take some time this morning. I don't know what the rest of you have in mind, but I would like to investigate the forest and see if I can get in touch with any of the old spirits that might be there and see if they can lend any of their wisdom.
I've got no other ideas.
We have to figure out something to do with the other one. We can't just keep him locked in the room.
That's true. They will be looking for him. Also, hello, Push.
Hey,
How are you?
Hey.
Good to see you. It's possible he may be better with us.
I will probably have to go to work.
That's true. You got
True.
a job.
That's
Why
true.
would you do that? Why I don't.
My job saved our two friends, so
That's true. That's true. That worked out. Should you quit today? Maybe that would be a little.
That
too
looks
obvious.
suspicious.
Yes.
I think the other one may be better off on his own, not here
Well,
anymore.
he's gone now.
no,
No,
the
the
other
other
one.
one.
Oh.
The one that's a little green around the gills,
Yes, of course.
and the rest of him.
But
Makes
we don't
sense.
have a
Without any
way to
gills?
access the portal without. We can't just leave him in the strange dimension that he doesn't even know.
True. Did you check to see if you remembered much more this morning?
He's still sleeping.
Oh, that might be good. See if that restores anything else.
Yes.
Sleeping is good for a body.
I'm not expecting much.
And as you're carrying on conversation, drinks had been placed in front of you, but you were
lovely.
deep in
Oh.
conversation. Didn't notice. Oh, yours is an empty glass. Sorry, Rumil. Maybe you drank it without knowing.
Probably more accurate.
The warm
Two extra.
tea and whiskey went down. You don't see the young man who is waiting tables, but you do see the door swinging yet again as he is in and out of the kitchen. And as you smell food, as it's being bustled to a table next to you,
Glorious food.
the front door bursts open and two of the guards step in. And they look around and they survey every single table. And when they get to your table, they go and stare at the pin.
I worked late.
Doesn't matter, we need all hands on deck. We have 2 escapees, and we need everyone patrolling. The rest of you lot, have you seen a small goblin and a taller human male?
Small goblin.
Like in our life, I've seen a goblin, and well, I mean, there's a huge no.
Miss,
Yes,
quit fooling around with the guard. You know
Sorry.
exactly what you're looking for.
We
Small goblin, tall human. You're gonna be on patrol with this gent here, and the rest of you lot. And the man steps in. He bellows to everyone. If you see any figures matching our descriptions, please alert the town guard. There is reward.
Is there anything else about the tall human male? I mean, not to be trite, but you are, I believe, a tall human male. So, hair color, age, clothing.
Well, I'll let you know this. You're new to our town. Everyone else here grew up with him. I've babysat their kids.
Oh,
That
you
one over there I've
babysit
arrested
and or a
4
guard?
times.
Oh.
That one, he's tried out for guard 4 times as well. Let's just say, picking up a sword is a bit troubling. So you lot, we see as different outsiders new to our town.
Right, yes.
So, likewise, anyone else, if you see anyone that doesn't match these folks, but is a tall human male or a small goblin that you haven't seen in town before, just alert us. It's better to be safe than sorry, and get
True,
your
true.
reward. And
It's
he
true, there is a reward.
turns around and heads out. The other guard that was standing there just kind of looks around and goes, "Well, if anyone sees any of those folks, rewards. Remember, rewards. Rewards." And he looks like he's fresh to being a guard, just trying to carry on. "Well, lass, let us go. We've got to go around the town and make sure we don't see these folks hiding. We might go door to door.
Okay.
So,
Grab a roll. Duty calls.
fortunately for you, rolls did get put out there. Unfortunately for you, that was a day-old roll, so it kind of was chewy.
You said our breakfast came with bread, though.
Yeah, but breakfast hasn't made it to the table yet.
Oh, just a drink.
Just some drinks
Just
and a
the
little bit of a
drinks.
snack.
Works for me.
So the guard leads you outside, and you start walking down the road slowly, and he's just jabbering on about the town, how he's so happy to be part of the guard, and he's pointing random things out, and you're just sauntering through the street, just kind of looking around. The rest of you, you may continue to wait for breakfast, or hurry out, as now the party is being pulled apart. But I saw you had to say something.
I was just gonna ask him, so, what'd these prisoners do?
Well, I'm not quite sure what any of them have done. I just joined the guard about 3 weeks ago, and I've gone through basic training, extra training, training session 3, training session D, and basic hand-to-hand combat.
Well, alright.
So, just like you, and he shows his little sash that he'd earned. It's a little more muddied up as he's worn it every day in all of his trainings. I have no clue what we're doing except finding folks that aren't from this town. But welcome.
Thanks, name?
You can call me Sheth.
Sheth?
Sheth.
Chef.
Ari.
My parents are kind folk. Sheth.
Chef.
Well, Sheth, let's go.
Sheth, we go forward. I tried. All right, off we go. And he starts hurrying his step just a little bit more, but quickly gets distracted by the homes and people bustling about and staring everyone down, being super serious about being a guard. The rest of you are sitting at the table, having heard this banter slowly moving down the street, and his
Did he
chip,
say
chip
chef?
cheerio.
I must have heard that wrong.
I don't know. That's what I thought.
Did you hear chef?
I
Did you
heard
hear
some-
chef? Weird. All right. Well,
Well,
should we wait for
humans.
breakfast or right?
I mean,
I mean,
it's not wrong, though.
humans.
Not wrong.
That's the halfling. Are you full elf?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Full elf.
There's no one who's a human here.
Hey.
Oh man. I just wonder. You might want to put the "Do Not Disturb" sign on your doorknob for the day.
I'd want to get rid of that thing.
The "Do Not Disturb" sign, but that belongs in the inn.
On the window next to you. Toot 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 toot.
B1RD?
And as you look at his B1RD.
Oh, thank goodness.
Good.
I thought it was TikTok. I broke it out. Oh gosh.
You want to buy a magical thing?
Get inside, man.
B1RD is tapping on the window, and you see him just staring in at you all.
Can I open
I'm
the
just
window?
staring at B1RD.
Can I open the window?
You cannot.
The breakfast hasn't gotten here, has it? I look at the bread. I cast prestidigitation on it.
Do you turn it into cake?
It tastes just extra buttery and
Ooh,
fluffy
there
and
you go.
warm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you want to help your others here have a good breakfast?
You want a sweet roll?
Of course.
Just try it. It's
Oh, no.
amazing.
Oh no. Oh no.
I won't do anything to him.
We're very
Question.
different tastes, you
I
and
feel
I.
like we had talked about this before, but because the inn with my door is locked, they don't do anything if
They
it's
don't
my
change
room,
the sheets
right?
or anything like that.
Not at the moment. No.
Okay, then no, it's fine. Are there? What's going on at the couple tables like near us?
Couple tables near you. There's a family and they're having breakfast. Their plates were the only ones that have come out so far. When mom and dad look away, the boys are smacking each other, and dad catches a glimpse of that and smacks one upside the head. Eat your food. Don't mess around. There's other people who don't have their food yet. They'll come eat it if you don't. And the kid starts shoveling it into his mouth.
He's right. I'll eat your
Lesson
food.
one.
The other kid is jamming all of the food into his
I
mouth.
look at the dad and I just give him a wink.
Dad shakes his head and kind of gives you a little wave. And then you hear the mom, "Don't do that, you're gonna choke."
She's
Small
right. You're going to
bites."
choke. Small bites, or I'll eat your food. And then I look at the mom and I wink again.
She rolls her eyes at the whole table and just shakes her head and then just kind of gives you a wave.
And don't forget the vegetables.
They were the only
Oh,
ones
yeah.
with food.
They were the only ones with food. But more plates are coming out to some of the other tables. There's about what appears to be about 8 or 10 tables ahead of you.
Well,
Have a row. They're amazing.
I don't trust.
they're slightly less than amazing.
Well, what did you want it to taste like? I added 1,000% more
Okay,
sweetness.
fine. Give me one. I'll figure it out later. So
So
I take one and I'm gonna go out.
I'm heading
I
out.
take one and I'm walking out.
Yep. B1RD flies a quick circle over you three and then kind of hovers a second and then lands right on Valaria's outstretched hand as she puts it out there. And it turns into a little ball and you're able to pocket him if you wish or just hang on to it.
I'm still not okay with this.
This is so cool.
This is still
But wait,
so
So
weird.
if B1RD is here and wanting to hang with you, where is Bath?
As you look around, you notice all of you. The streets have a bit of the sunlight coming through, but fog is quickly creeping through the city, and darkness is coming in almost like a storm, but the clouds don't appear to be stormy.
I don't like this.
how urgent is this woods thing?
Well, given the weather, probably more urgent than I imagined.
Seriously?
Wait. B1RD!
He quickly turns back into a bird on Valari's hand.
Did something happen to Bath? Translate.
He tweets and whistles a bit, and
Is this something that I would be able to understand, or do I need
It's-
to actually cast something to be able to understand?
I mean, do you have speak with animals or
I
comprehend
do.
languages?
I do have speak with animals.
Okay.
I have hang on too. I have comprehend languages, but if he's doing it,
I mean, not to metagame, does somebody want to jump in
I,
and talk to the bird?
I know you had
I would
talked
say,
to the bird
I
in
was
like
gonna
Druidic or
I
something.
yeah,
I understood
I'm-
it.
So as he whistles, I guess my first thought is, if I understand him, I'm gonna go with it. But if he whistles, I'm like, nope, don't know what that is. I'm gonna cast it.
So he sounds cheery and almost as if he's trying to get your attention. Not
Okay.
that there's any
I
like
don't-
anything wrong.
I can't quite pick out exactly what he's saying, but it's definitely not something bad.
Well,
I
this
don't have
seems bad.
specifics. I agree. Do we know what direction this is coming in from?
It seems to be coming from all sides.
Oh, it's just closing in on the
It's
whole
closing
great.
in on the whole town.
And then a vampire showed up.
The people in the town, the people in the town, kind of get a little bit worried and start heading towards doors, but not hurrying.
Excuse me, whoever's closest.
did this
Uh,
ball up?
a man, what's that?
Did this ball up again?
No, he's still standing in your hand. A man's starting to walk by, and he gives you a look and stops briefly.
Pardon me.
What is it?
The fog. Everyone seems to be reacting to it. Is this something that happens? Is this a typical thing?
I mean, I don't know. The sky doesn't look like it, but it feels like a storm's a brewing. I just gotta go make sure that my cattle are fine.
Very good. Very good.
All right,
Please.
All right. Get somewhere safe, just in case it is a storm.
Is Ari within eyesight still? Have they
They were
been
heading
going?
north up the road. They're probably about 30 feet ahead of you, barely.
You think the woods have something to do with the fog?
I mean, it's coming in. It seems from all sides, which means where is the center of what everything is happening? I run up to Ari and the guard she's with. It's Ari
Yes.
and Sheth.
Yeah.
You got good hearing, sir.
I do. Is this doesn't seem like a normal storm, does it?
No, it does not. The sky should be more stormy.
Right.
Not the ground more stormy, but stormy both ways.
Right. Seems like it's from all around us, doesn't it?
And he starts getting a little nervous, and you can tell that.
How far
this
away
his
is the
first
fog?
time. The fog is like creeping in at your feet just a bit, but it is thicker as you look down the
Sure.
streets in any way.
I don't want to interrupt, so if you guys have more.
I was just going to say, usually, if things are moving in from all around you, there's a central point, Sheth. Catch my meaning?
Are you saying is it you?
Nope, not me. What I'm saying is there's probably a central point that we maybe should check out.
We can check it out. Should you guys go home?
This seemed important. B1RD himself got our attention.
Sheth looks around. Be who?
Friend of ours.
And B1 already balls up quickly in your hand.
And I kind of, as he was saying, I was like,
Yep.
putting it in my jacket.
And you feel him like collapse tightly into like the
And I
closed ball. Yep.
grab onto it.
Perfect.
How? I'm gonna go down some of like one of the alleys where the fog is getting a little bit thicker. I think as a druid, like this is kind of a natural occurrence.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try and get into it and just see what I sense from the fog.
Yep.
Would that be like Arcana or Nature?
It's a death check according to my master. It would be. I mean, you could do Arcana and or Nature.
Would you take Survival or Perception?
Perception would be a good first go.
Okay, we'll just roll Perception then.
Also, Push compared you to Robert Downey Jr. because he asked if you're Dr. Doolittle.
Robert Downey. you
Robert
mean-
Downey Jr. is
Oh.
going to be playing Dr.
Oh.
Doolittle.
Oh, I was like, no, wouldn't that be Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Yes,
well,
that-
technically, it would be.
Well,
What was
yeah.
that?
It was
Rex
Oh.
Harrison.
Rex Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the Doolittles.
All the Doolittles.
Right. What
And,
is your perception, sir?
24.
Eliza?
Yeah.
24.
Yes.
I'm a good girl.
As you step into the alleyway, no one else is there, but through the fog, you almost think you saw an ent peeking around the corner, but very ethereal. And as you look a little closer, you see just a branch-like finger pointing you northward.
I'm gonna make that note. Give me 1 second.
No, he's just ordering a pizza.
Sounds good.
Don't say
He's
that.
a hungry boy.
Right.
I'm growing.
Still?
Sideways.
True.
How far away are they?
They're just back around the corner. You
Okay.
didn't make it very far.
Okay, I'm gonna like kind of run around the corner. We need to go north.
North. To north?
You have guard duties. Do what you need to do. Goth, Valari.
At this
We'll
moment,
discuss on the way.
you do see Sheth kind of thinking over something. The handbook. I think we're supposed to take corners. Get to a corner. And you see a few guards like spreading out through the city, and they look like they're preparing for anything, a disaster, a fight. They're not
Oh,
sure.
they're like
but,
outpost
they're,
lookout.
They're spreading out at almost every corner so they can see eye to eye to everyone.
That's actually really smart.
North
North?
is open for you to go for your corner.
I'm gonna go find a corner.
Bye.
Go north.
And he waves you off, and he actually kind of looks around and steadies himself because he's right on a corner. And just kinda-
Perfect.
you see a grin creep across his face, like, I didn't have to go anywhere. As you're heading north, you
So,
see.
I'll say once they join me and we kind of step away from the guard, I'm gonna let them know. When I stepped into the fog, I saw what looked to be almost like the spirit of an ent
A treant?
pointing northward. I think this fog may have something to do with those woods after all.
Well then,
North.
As you're heading north, you get up to the corner where you found the home with no doors. And at that moment, a whistle comes out of Valari's pocket where she had stashed the bird. And you feel a little rustle in your pocket.
Russell, how'd you get there?
I get under your porch.
As you
Russell!
as you pull B1RD out, you can see he was kind of just flexing, almost like he was giving you a little notice that he needed to tell you something. He pops up into bird shape and whistles something more command-like that Rumiel would understand, and he flies towards the home.
Okay,
And
I just catch that it's command-like, or do I have any?
You catch
any,
that it's something like
He's like,
he's requesting or
attention,
telling,
pay
like,
yeah. He's like,
then he flies
haha.
off.
Yes. Yeah.
And as you hear that, and you see B1RD flying away, you see a small figure running up through the mists. Hey, 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 hey!
Barth.
Russell.
Elmo?
TikTok.
You're doing great, Tia.
I actually was talking to Barth.
Is that blood you're drinking?
It is blood. Blood
that
of
all-
my players.
Oh
So that's where it all went.
no! I don't need
That
that's supposed to go on the
explains
Red
why I
Cross.
was so tired
A
this
little
morning.
pale, anemic. Carrying on.
I am the vampire that comes out of the mist.
Strut.
Barth comes skidding up right in front of you.
I don't know if you saw this, but
There's
The
fog.
home?
The home?
Mm-hmm.
Your
What about
words.
it?
you
Is
guys,
it-
you
Is there a
guys said-
door?
Yeah, and it's a scary door.
Excellent.
It's a scary door.
Show us.
He spins around and runs up to the house.
I
And
follow.
All right, let's go.
as the fog starts to part just a little bit and you get up close to the door of this home, you see it's a very old stone outline that wasn't there.
There's
Would you
something
say
here
it
that
looks
wasn't
re-
there before.
Would you say it looks really
Spooky.
Brought to you by Hershey's now. It does look very spooky. The door itself is an old wooden door, and it does have some wear marks on the
Where?
big metal handle. It's a wear door. It's
Okay, here's
Somebody
what
just
I'm going
turns
to
into
do.
a door at
The
full
knocker
bend.
started telling.
Alright.
Wait, there's a knocker?
What? No. It was it was a
Okay.
joke. He
It's a wear door.
Okay, I'm just making sure, because
Yeah.
like, if something's gonna like Jacob Marley me, I want to know.
Where Marley and Marley.
So I take out my gloves.
Hmm?
I'm like, just to make sure we're not going into a totally awful place. Look what I can do. And I put them right up to the door.
As you place them up to the door, the circle expands quickly and encompasses most of the door. You'd say about a 5-foot circle from
Cool.
the center.
It's a big door.
What do I see on the other side?
You see an old home, and through this home,
Can we see?
yes, everyone.
Actually,
can see
that's a
through.
good question. If only he could
Yeah.
see her.
Everyone
I
can
know.
see through.
Okay.
What do we see?
You see Barth run up and put his head right up against
Barth, get out of the
Garth's
way.
head and stare in and be like,
Wow.
and so he's staring in, and it's this old home. At least the entry part looks that way. As you look further back, it appears to be almost library-esque, as bookshelves line the edges. There seems to be a big staircase that drops down in the center of the home, and everything is dusty and worn. What you do notice is there are no stairs, at least in your view, that go upwards.
Interesting. Well,
Should
nobody
we
seems to be home. You can. I've taken my hands down.
You have probably about 20, 25 seconds left in those for the day.
Cool, cool.
Based on your
Before
knowledge.
entering,
Okay.
as a member of the town guard, I feel like we should at least knock.
I fear that is appropriate.
All right.
Tung, 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 tung. Barth is knocking down there as he
Yep.
heard.
Roth! Oh my goodness.
Now we count to 10. If no one's answered by then, we are legally allowed to go in. I think it was in the handbook somewhere.
What are you promising to do? Go.
I pull out the handbook.
That you have, yeah.
Because I took your...
Right. That was 10 seconds. I try the door handle.
Barth backs away. The door handle doesn't seem to make the door open. And then Barth walks up and knocks twice. Listens.
Anything in the handbook that says kick it down?
I push.
The door slides inward a little bit and stops. And then it opens almost as if by itself.
Okay, is it, you say open, like it's
It
swinging
opens
open, or is it like
inside.
sliding into the wall?
How
Swings
creaky
open.
Okay.
is it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, about an 8.5.
Can you let us know kind of what kind of creak it would sound like?
So,
Like,
this is-
how did
no,
it sound?
This
But
is,
like,
this is 1, and this is where you're at.
Okay.
Got
That's
it.
helpful.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Need some WD-40.
okay.
The things my players make me do.
Hello?
A figure swirls into existence, a very ghostly figure. And it steps back. And it greets you, and it's almost as if you see a tattered outfit come on that looks like a butler.
Hello, my good man.
He leans forward and motions you into the home, speaking nothing, very little to be seen on his face.
Curiosity overtakes me, and I enter.
You enter, and as you see the dusty bookshelves lining the walls, they appear very empty. But at the same time, too, when you stare at the shelves, you see glimpses of ghostly books popping in and out of existence. And they shimmer and shudder through this library lining the walls. And you watch as they go along the sides of the walls. And just as they get to the back of the room, you see a little sparkle go up and across a doorway. And in that doorway, there's a little bit of a glow emanating. And then the books continue to sparkle and shudder around until they get back to the door where you're standing.
Wonderful.
So it just seems like an open one-floor layout?
With a door at the back that
With a
it
door
seems
at
like
the
I
back.
want to go through.
But there's also some stairs straight ahead that lead down. And as you step a few steps in, it seems that there's another door at the bottom of these stairs.
So we
I wanna
have
go upstairs.
door and door at the bottom of the stairs.
I
I'm gonna go to
And then the
back.
one we
I want to
went.
go the lit.
Well, so if you're looking at it here, you've
Well, I
come in the
like
door.
other one.
You have stairs that go down.
Yes.
In the back, you have a doorway that seems to be open.
Right. And
then
on
these-
the bookshelves
yeah.
lining.
In the center, the stairs go down.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you
It's a
see
very
almost a
Michigan
square
thing to
line.
do. Use your hand as a map.
I'm a Michigander, so I use my hand as my map. GPS.
Weird.
I love it. Good sir, do you have a name? I look at the ghost.
He stares at you with his blank face, and again bows and motions you in.
Of course, of course. I make my way around the bookshelves to that doorway.
As you make your way
Following.
around the bookshelves, the floorboards creak.
1 to 10.
Sounds almost like Rumil there is
like a
releasing
cat.
some gas from breakfast. The bread didn't sit well. But they make creaky, clunky sounds, but they don't feel like they shift too heavily under your feet. The dust is heavy in the air, and there's a few cobwebs hanging from some of the bookshelves. You make your way around towards the back of the room, and you hear a hum, almost as if there's a magnetic field of sorts going vroom, vroom, vroom. And the light it's a portal. The light emanates from that room fairly bright.
I try the handle.
It's open. The door, there's no door.
There's
it's a
no. It's
doorway.
just.
Oh!
So
It's like a
We go
Bye.
you go in. As you
Yes.
enter the room, in the middle is a floating green orb, sparkling and crackling. And in the center floats a chest.
Is it the chest that we had?
Do we recognize
Do we recognize it?
Recognize the chest. To either side.
You have a wedding ring on.
I do. I'm so sorry.
I should know why you put it there.
You take 2 points of wedding ring damage.
Yes, no, I know.
Of metallic.
Right.
Demon,
Diamond.
Piercing
diamond,
damage.
diamond piercing,
Piercing.
damage.
Bludgeoning.
Piercing.
Okay.
Piercing damage and then bludgeoning after, yeah.
I cast Mage Hand and try and send it through the green.
As the mage hand hits the green, it hits and sparkles and dissipates, and then 2 ghostly figures appear right next to the orb, each with a hand outstretched to the orb, almost touching it. A hand outstretched to the group. They are cloaked, or they're fully clothed in one large cloak, and the cloak hangs heavy over the face. You can't see really underneath. The hands are very skeleton-like, some skin still on, but they are very ghostly the same.
That's our trunk. We're here to take it back.
You hear nothing other than the crackling and
Don't tell
shimmering.
him that,
Too late.
A whisper emanates and fills the room. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Garth Underfoot.
We are the protectors.
We were tasked to protect it as well. Tell him, Rumiel.
Well, that makes a few of us. We, as Garth here has so lovely put, we were tasked with guarding this chest.
Are you
Therefore,
able to guard after death?
TBD.
Don't want to find out.
Haven't gotten that far. Actually, possibly. But that's a personal thing.
Mage hand comes shooting out of the globe, and you notice that it looks very much like the one you cast, but it's sparkling bright red, and it
Yeah.
lightly taps you up across the face.
Oh, yeah.
We can guard from
I know it.
beyond.
Well,
Just, can I time out? Somebody asked if Valari's alright. Valari's alright. She just hit a wall of fatigue and allergies earlier this week, so I'm actually doing quite well today. Thank you for asking.
Valari was a big slime, and she's now back into human form, and she's just coughing up the rest of that slime. That's
Yeah, so it sounds worse
It
than
was
all
it
been
was a
there.
transmutation error. A little too many things going on. Whatever.
Yes.
I appreciate the concern.
Thank you for the concern about my players, because
who tasked you with protecting this?
That was what I was gonna ask.
They didn't even tell
one
us
who provides.
Tell him who tasked us.
who provides what.
Do you remember that guy's there?
No.
One
answer.
Lem.
Why aren't they answering
Lem.
any of my questions?
Lem.
Lem.
I need to double check.
I'm telling
my
you, it was Lem.
notes.
It's Lem.
That sounds right.
It is Lem.
Lem
the
is the
DM
name
just
of the-
confirmed.
I just like
I believe
looking
it's
at my
Lem
book.
Moonshade, if I recall correctly.
Lem is the name of the guy we're after.
Are you
Lem.
working for the
No,
evil
Keth is
elf?
the guy we got.
Did Keth?
We were tasked by Lem.
Oh, Lem is the. I don't know
Priest.
who Lem is. Yeah. We go way back. About a
Who
week
were
ago.
you tasked by?
The one who provides.
Did he
Chew it
provide a
finer.
name?
Names are of no matter. Life and death.
And I feel like if you know the right names, you might be better off in death.
If you wish to unlock, we have a way.
We don't.
Well, no, we do.
Well,
wait.
potentially.
I
Unlock the
mean-
ability. Unlock the chest, or unlock the
unlock-
thing that's holding the chest, and we take the chest.
I mean, yeah.
Second option. That's what we want.
What is your way?
The person who put you there, do they intend to open the chest?
Nothing has been said about opening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
I'll take that.
As you stand there for a moment, The hood on the left side begins to flow as the voice speaks out again. In order to get past, I need one thing from you.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
This will guide you in what it must be. A silent ruby swims through an unseen sea. Some men faint to see her. Others grin with glee.
It's me, you guys.
Ruby loves them all. She makes them feel alive. But if she ever leaves them, everyone will die.
Blood.
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 You want blood?
How exactly?
Who's
How
blood?
much?
Yeah. Why?
To unlock, you must provide.
Well, I'm feeling
Oh,
daring.
so the one who provides is the one who locked it here. So somebody provided you with this to lock it here, huh?
No response.
That means I'm right.
I'm gonna
That
take
means
one of
I'm
my.
right.
I'm gonna take my fancy gloves off because I don't. I'm gonna tuck them in my bag. I'm gonna pull out.
One of your many daggers.
That's what I want to check how many of those I got because I don't want to get it on the. Did I give you a dagger? Oh, I got a small knife. I'll just use my small knife. Cause did I give you my regular dagger?
I don't have a dagger.
Oh, I got two.
I might have a dagger.
Well, I pull out my small little penknife and I'm gonna be like, which finger do I want? They're all good. No, not the thumb. I use that too much. I prick my pinky. There's a little bit of blood. It's like, all right, now, where should I put this?
Provide. He has an outstretched
hand.
So I guess I'll take some off with my knife and flick it onto his hand.
We require something different.
Do the palm thing. Do the palm
No,
thing.
it's something different.
The second hood flutters. You may also need another thing.
Oh.
Well, that wasn't in your rhyme.
The second hood is talking to you now.
It's a different hood.
Different hood.
Well, that would have been helpful information the first
I
time.
know. I'm just sucking on, thinking ouch.
Oh my gosh, it was a prick.
Look, small hands.
No, but they are.
Oh.
What is this other thing? What else do you want?
For father, I am fleeting. For mother, I am pain. To daughter, I am precious. To son, I'm lost in shame. Cut me, I'm not broken. Unbaked, a servant's bun. Grandma keeps me stony, and grandfather keeps me none.
Huh.
That one's weird.
Youth.
What was it? Can you repeat it?
I will read it in normal voice so you may hear. For
No,
father.
No, read it in the other one.
Oh, okay, fine. We are going all in this Halloween episode. For father, I am fleeting. For mother, I am pain. To daughter, I am precious. To son, I'm lost in shame. Cut me, I'm not broken. Unbaked, a servant's bun. Grandmother keeps me stony. Grandfather keeps me none.
And it's something you have to give them. So it's not you.
Well, good, because I couldn't give you that, because it already passed.
I'm not sure how you'd give youth, as Barth also is not in the room and not in the building.
Oh, good. He didn't follow us in. I was like, I'm not handing over a child.
Hi guys, I'm here. You turn, no.
Russell.
You turn around, he's just a skeleton.
One thing left.
Father, I'm fleeting. To mother, I'm pain. To daughter, I'm precious. To son, I'm lost in shame.
You're halfway through.
Unbaked is something. Oh,
Unbaked.
a cut.
Like
Uncut, a servant's bun.
Cut me,
cut
I'm
me,
not
I'm
broken.
not
Cut me, cut me, I'm not broken. Unbaked a certain servant's bun. Cut me, I'm unbroken.
Hair.
No, right.
But it keeps growing.
But to mother, I'm a pain. Why would that be a pain? To father, I am fleeting, right?
Yeah, because it goes bald.
Right. To grandfather, I have none. To
Grandma?
grandma is
Think
I'm
of
a
it-
stone. It's gray.
Then give him your
I
hair.
cut a piece of my hair and I.
As you put it out in the hand, we require something different.
Oh, okay. Well.
Is that something in this room? Or
A key forms from the void and turns metal and floats right between the outstretched hands.
is that for the basement?
No answers.
I'm gonna reach out and take it.
You'd say metal key.
Cool. So you remember that stairwell? Okay.
Mhm.
So we go.
Okay.
I go out and down the stairs.
Follow.
Right, as you go down the stairs,
BRB.
BRB.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's leaving the room. He said BRB.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were saying it to
Room.
chat or.
Nope. No. That
I'm
was
like,
to the
we're,
two
We're
ghosts.
going on break? We have about 15-20 minutes before break. You head down the stairs and there's a large lock that the key fits perfectly into.
Mm-hmm.
And as you twist, the lock turns very ethereal and dissipates along with the key, and the two doors creak open so slightly.
Oh darn it! I should have done this first. We are. Oh
Is
man.
it dark? Well, I
The
guess
doors are slightly creaked
I
open.
know, but is it dark in general?
I push it
Mildly.
open.
I have dark.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
mage hand the other
Yeah.
one.
Well, I'm going there. I'm going.
Let's
in.
go.
You push one door open, the mage hand struggles as it's a little more than 10 pounds of force.
More than 10 pounds of force?
It's a big
Heavy
door.
door.
Big, heavy doors.
Yeah.
As you push open the doors, there's a really worn stone flooring. You hear dripping in the back. It is very dark, and there's some pillars you see around.
What did the pillars look like?
Stone pillars, just straight from the floor to the ceiling, which is about a 10-12 foot tall
So
ceiling.
plain columns.
Hmm.
Plain columns, yeah. And there, you do see a little bit of moss and a little bit of slime grown in spots. This basement hasn't been well kept. There's nothing seemingly. There's nothing seemingly stored down here. It's empty, but dark at a distance in every angle. It's far larger than the home.
Are there torches on the pillars, or are they just?
No torches on the pillar.
I'd take a torch from my bag and light it.
Right. You cast about 30 feet out, and the rest of you get a little bit more vision who have dark vision. The pillars seem to continue a ways, and you hear large
Forwards
footsteps.
or
forwards
in all
into all
directions.
sides.
We hear large
You
footsteps.
hear some large footsteps in the distance.
I
just
grab my battle
thud,
axe. So I have a
thud.
torch and an axe. My great axe, sorry.
Well, your great axe is 2 hands. isn't
A great axe.
is 2 hands.
Is
I
Jeez.
mean, if I want to fight with it.
I'll let
It's
you hold
pretty
it out,
heavy.
laying up against your shoulder.
Yeah. I'm dwarfing it.
You're dwarfing it. Right. So it's a two-handed axe in each hand then.
it? No,
Um,
she said a torch and a.
All right.
Yeah, he's
Any of you want to do anything as you hear some large footsteps in
Mm-hmm.
the distance?
I want to prepare. Wait, in the distance?
In the distance, like, and it's not right up against you, but you hear it some distance out.
In the direction it is, I cast Create Bonfire.
Oh,
Create bonfire. Can you remind me? I have
So this
hardly
is
used
this is
one.
a new one. This is a
Oh,
new,
okay,
when I
that's
leveled
why.
up, I got another cantrip. A 5 cube area. I essentially just create a bonfire, if
at about
anything's
60 feet out.
60 feet out,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
Well,
it's a cantrip.
Don't do that.
I put my torch out.
Well, now we can
Not
see
yet,
what it
no.
is.
So at about 60 feet out, you see a bonfire spring up, and you see a bunch of pillars between you and the bonfire. And then just a little ways past, a figure lets out a and then moves off to your right, like heading to the center of the room, straight from the stairs.
Do we understand? Or I'd like to roll something to see if I have heard that creature's
Yeah.
cry before.
Can I?
So I guess would that be history?
History.
Perception.
Could
Perception means that you've heard it.
How far away
So
was?
you did hear it.
How far away was the thing?
About 70 or so feet out, because the Crete bonfire was at 60.
Okay.
Wait, you said it was.
For survival?
How much light does that bonfire?
The bonfire, I believe, casts either 10 or 20 feet,
Okay.
and then damage
Well,
about 20.
okay. I'm not gonna recognize anything.
Okay.
I'm also gonna see if I recognize
So
it.
you're rolling history,
Nature?
nature. Yeah, nature would work.
Oh, oh well.
I mean,
You got a 2.
nature
Yeah,
for
same.
is. Oh no, never mind. Nature's what I rolled.
14.
14 total on
Yes. Either one, it's the same.
nature and history.
Nature or history is
Okay.
the same.
Which would you like to?
I'll go
Druid.
with nature.
Okay. Nature, you feel like this is a humanoid creature, but it is something different as well.
It's a big boy.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, God.
And it is currently moving.
It's currently moving from your left
It's Halloween.
to right, the front and center. If you were to continue straight from the stairs,
Okay.
the real Gobshide's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Jared.
Yep.
Hi.
We're trying to figure out how to make portals for Kreslin. It's all right.
I'm gonna start moving like in the direction that it's going.
Okay, so straight from the bottom of the stairs.
Mhm.
I'm now holding my axe with two hands as I put out my torch.
It starts getting fairly dark for you as you don't have dark vision.
As I see the torch go away, I'm gonna conjure a flame in my hand.
Okay.
Can I
Just for her. I'm not gonna like do anything with it.
So
I'm
the
just gonna
thing
like
came
hold
to
it.
the
Hold
right.
it. Yep.
Went around the right of his bonfire. Where am I at then?
You guys are at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
The bonfire was cast off to the left side. where
And
you
where are
heard.
the pillars?
They're scattered throughout the room, but it's seemingly
I'm gonna
in straight
start
patterns.
walking like forward, but kind of like towards the right.
Towards the right, so going away from where you heard the sound.
No, you said he ran to. Oh, he ran towards
So
the
it was
fire.
the
then?
left. It was the left side that the fire was cast. He is running
Towards the center.
right towards the center of the room. So for you guys, you cast fire here. This creature started running towards the center of the room,
Oh, okay.
and
yeah,
that would
I'm
be
gonna
straight
go,
out for you.
I'm gonna go like forward to the right.
Forward and to the right. This way.
Like
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
so I'm like going like this way.
So Rumiel's
Like I'm
heading
flanking
straight.
him.
Rumiel's heading straight. You're heading.
Well, not flanking.
You're
but-
heading to the
Yeah,
front
I'm heading
of where
straight.
he's
You're
running.
going away from the fire, and the fire's on one side.
Yeah, I'm like going to his left side.
All right. You all rush forward, and you hear the footsteps slow down just a bit, and you hear a bit of.
Can I see it
Oh.
now that I'm like closer? That I'm like 30 feet away from it or so?
You hear it, and you all, seeing that you panned out just a bit, start coming in towards a pillar where it's at, and about 25, 30 feet out from you, you hear, and he steps out, this hulking beast, seemingly sewn together from many other humanoids.
Is it
It
still?
looks like a big hulking, two-armed, two-leg head creature.
Is it still generally dim though in the room?
It's generally dim in the room. There's a little light cast from Rumiel's hand.
Okay.
Generally dim.
Well, I'm gonna
These are pretty bright.
Generally
cast.
dim.
I cast my shadow blade.
All right.
Cool.
It is very dark in the room. Please mark that spell slot. And we are rolling for initiative.
Oh, Don! I was gonna see what was up with this dude and just talk to him about how he's doing.
You still can.
Yeah, but I use an action.
It was gonna be a 20, and then it turned to an 8.
Oh, well,
But-
shoot. That fell out of my
I'm
hand
good.
and I got it wrong.
Rolling out the battle dice.
Oh.
So. I got
Better than average.
3.
Yep.
I wasn't even rolling it. It fell out of my
All right. Oh, it's all right.
The chat would like to know if we are fighting Bowser.
Or the big bad wolf.
No. This is a humanoid. That
It's a
appears to be-
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah.
Oh.
I didn't get that. He said it was
That's
like a
why
bunch
it doesn't-
of parts
Aha!
stitched together. And it goes,
Yeah.
ooh, it's a
Doesn't
Frankenstein
like
monster.
fire. Wait, but that means it's also just misunderstood.
You can try to
Maybe,
talk to
but
him.
he
Alright.
was still pretty violent.
9.
What?
Nine
He hasn't
total.
done anything yet.
9
No, the
total.
Frankenstein monster. You're just
Garth.
saying he's misunderstood. We don't
Garth,
know
what
that.
is your number?
Oh, 18.
18, sir. Romeo?
13.
13. And Filari.
A 3.
Oh, sorry, my dear. We're starting this battle.
Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
And
Like a leprechaun, apparently.
Yeah.
it's a wee leprechaun DM today. They're after me like
That's our St. Patty's show.
Yeah, you're
St. Patrick's
You're
Day.
too early.
Favorite.
you're
All right.
like 6 months too early.
Oh. So, my lucky charms are gone. Well, it is the Flesh Golem.
Uh-oh. Maybe he wants to talk. We'll see.
He comes lumbering out and looks around the room and sees the flame in hand and kind of puts his hand up like it scares him a bit,
Mhm.
but sees the person standing next to the flame caster and charges Ari. So he runs up towards Ari and he does a slam. He jumps and he comes down with one fist.
Come on and slam. And welcome to the
Jam.
It's the monster mash.
And he crits.
This is my first crit for the players.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
It's okay.
Alright, it's alright, it's alright.
At least it's on those.
Technically, I will say though, I had not walked anywhere. I'm still by the stairs. I had not followed Austin. Just
So it's dark. If you dropped, you're in darkness. You can't see anything. They're about 30, 40 feet out.
okay.
So
And
you
dropped
wouldn't
your
have kept
torch.
up with us?
So you,
I mean,
Austin,
went
Austin
kinda
went straight
different
you
forward.
directions.
she went
Filari
this
went
way.
to the right.
He went
Yeah.
that way. I hadn't stated that I moved anywhere.
Oh,
Okay, so
sorry.
we were
I
just
thought I
in-
heard you go with Runa.
No,
so you're
she-
back by the door.
Okay, so
Yeah,
he's coming
she
at me.
didn't
You're
go
back by the
anywhere.
door. So he's.
I mean, he can come at me because I can take the hit, but I just am a little farther away.
She just want to make sure you knew where she was.
Okay, then he's not going at you because he didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
He does see the fire and charge it, but
Mhm.
because there is fire, I'm re-rolling this.
Oh, you don't...
Sorry, I
Poor-
took your crit.
Poor...
Oh.
He still hits though.
You
25.
Yeah, that'll still
That'll
do.
hit.
Crit.
But it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't do.
It doesn't do the
my 8d8s worth. No.
yeah, right.
All right. Let's see. Where are they? These two.
Did he say 88?
What?
Yeah.
Well,
I
for
was just,
different
I was just
crit.
making fun of that.
Well,
Yeah.
if it is a fresh golem,
He does
it's gonna
12 points of damage to you.
Copy 12.
Comes down and slams you really hard. 12 points of damage. Eat.
Hmm.
Guard.
How are you at defending against fire damage?
How am I?
Guard.
It is my turn.
It is your turn, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, best to be sure. I think what I will probably do is,
My deck save isn't bad, but don't roast me.
yes, I mean,
Guard, because you are studied, you would recognize this, and yes, you are on the right path.
yeah, fire damage. So I want to take my bonfire, because it's a cantrip, so I can just create the bonfire in his space,
You can.
in a 5-foot cube, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't be in your space.
No, it wouldn't be on.
And he needs to make
thought he
a
was just gonna
dex
box him.
saving throw which I'm just gonna say it's an 8.
Does my 8 pass?
I mean, it's an 8 on the dice, so I don't know how that. Important tells me what you rolled on the dice.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
so does your 8 pass?
Does my 7 pass?
No.
Ow. Would my
Um,
8 have passed?
Also no.
Also, no.
But thank
That's
you for
why
asking.
he gave you an 8.
And so you will take 1d8 fire damage,
1d8 fire damage.
and that's 6 fire damage.
Uh-huh.
And you're standing in a bonfire.
Alright.
So there's that.
Yes.
What happened to talking to it?
What does the rest of the text say?
He
does
attacked
it
my
say
friend.
does it say he has to move or
I have the shortened version.
I can check it out if you want.
It's in Xanathar's.
I have
I can
that.
check it out.
It just says in the short description, 5-foot cube,
What
all
is it? Great
creatures
bonfire?
at casting or entering make the save, or it's 1d8 fire damage, and it ignites flammable objects. So you didn't make your save.
I didn't make my save.
Yeah, ignites flammable objects. A creature in the bonfire space when you cast must succeed or take 1d8. A creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the space for the first time or on a turn or ends its turn there.
Okay.
Okay.
Not start. It
So you have to
ends its
move.
turn.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Alright.
Well, there you go then.
So he takes
He
a total
takes
of
a-
what? 6? You did?
I
6.
rolled 6. Yes.
You rolled 6 and there was no plus to it.
No, it's a cantrip. So
Yeah. Alright. The fire bursts up at his feet and he lets out a yell and a scream and he starts kind of stomping around in that spot. Ari.
So I can see where he is
You
now.
can see
Very
where he
clearly.
is now. He is about 30 feet out, so you'll be able to get up to him and that's it.
Oh, I'm just gonna shoot magic missile.
Alright. So,
Save. Right? Or I
No,
just.
it's an
just.
auto. It's an
Oh.
auto hit.
unless he has a
Yeah,
reaction
magic
to block.
missile hits.
Right.
Right, unless he has shield.
That's the thing about
Remind me of
missiles. They're like
3d4
okay. Good try.
plus 1.
Yeah. 3d4 plus 1.
Each d4 is plus 1.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
For each missile.
So-
it's a d4 plus 1 for each missile.
So it's 3. You already have 3.
Okay,
You
so that's
add
a 4,
7,
5,
10.
6, 7. So yeah, 10.
You grab hold of your axe and you point it in the direction of this flesh golem. And you see the 3 shots fire out of the axe. And they give a nice little kick back as they fire. And they twirl in tandem and hit the chest of this flesh golem. It takes 10 points of damage. That leaves us now with Valari.
Question.
Really?
What about you?
Does
When do
Was
you
that?
when does he go?
I'm at 14.
Oh, how did we miss that? Sorry. Yes, you're next. We skipped you. Sorry, I saw you.
That's
in,
fine.
We'll
He
go
thought
back
you
to
were on
you.
fire.
Yeah, I was supposedly up fire. It's fine.
You're dead.
Um, he stomped on me in his rage.
I gave you a breath there.
Thank you.
All right, here you go.
So I got a nice up close and personal look at said flesh golem. Did I notice anything of a metallic nature upon his person?
Are there 2 little boats right here?
No, there aren't
Cooking
2 little bolts right there. I'm sorry.
So what are the shots?
You don't
No,
notice anything
Okay.
metallic on him at all.
Okay. Then I am going to summon a fiery blade and attack him with it.
All right.
What?
I summon a flame blade,
He has flame blade.
Well,
Kinda
then-
like my shadow blade.
and it is a melee spell attack, which will be, double check that number.
It'd be spellcasting then.
On a hit, the target
let-
takes
ooh.
3d6
I think
fire
it's just a
damage.
melee attack. But
You can use your
a
action to make
no,
a
it is a melee
spell.
spell attack, so it is using my spell attack.
And this
modifier.
is a bonus action. So
Well, it's a
yes.
bonus action to cast it, and then it's an action to actually use
Correct.
it.
It's a bonus action to cast, action
Right.
to use, bonus action to bring it back in its minute duration. Oh, 10-minute duration. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's a 14, 13. Excuse me. I can't math.
13 with
Yeah.
your 3d6.
You rolled an infinity. No, he's rolling to hit right now.
Rolling
Oh,
to hit
yes.
is a 13.
That does hit.
Okay.
Oh.
And then it is 3d6.
3d6.
I take the black.
Yeah, go for it. I'm sure.
Oh, wait,
I've
no.
got a bunch. You got
No,
a bunch of
these do have 3d6.
Yeah.
Blacksmith Craft Dice has 3d6.
In
I
their
forgot
new
that.
set.
Yeah.
Got just what you
Mhm.
need.
And they're so pretty.
Oh, and they roll nice.
12
Blacksmith's
Points
Craft
of
just did
fire
points
damage.
of fire damage.
You slash at the chest, and the golem lets out another scream as he's dancing in the fire
Mhm.
and has not moved yet. And now, because proper turn order puts us down to Valari, sorry about that skippage.
He's
That's
not
okay.
in dim or dark anymore, is he?
I would still consider it fairly dim, being that it's just a campfire under him.
Cool. So I
essentially.
have advantage with my sword blade.
Bond.
It's a bonfire.
With my shadow
Sorry,
blade.
your bonfires is the little hobbity creatures are a little smaller than.
It did say 5 feet though.
Yeah. It's in darkness. I will allow dim, but
So I still
Cool.
get my advantage.
Cool.
you may have advantage.
Well, because I'm in, but it says if the target's in dim or dark.
Right, so that's him.
That's him.
He determined.
Right.
He's not in dark, but he is in dim lighting.
So
Okay.
he's allowing it.
I'm just
allowing it.
I'm just
Take it.
down.
He's allowing it.
Anyways.
Take it. I've got more I'm throwing at you guys.
Yeah. He's like, oh wait, there's more.
That being said, I'm
Yours for
going
the low
to
price, so.
throw my shadow blade. Also, if I does a check count as like an interactive object or no? Like if I do like say I did like an Arcana check or something,
Which is odd.
would it
Yeah.
count as an interactive object, or
I think a check does count as your action.
Yeah, checks are actions.
So. Are you trying to just ascertain
Are you
something or
kidding me?
understand more? Did you just double 20 me?
No.
Double 1
Snake eyes.
to hit?
It's Halloween. Everything's gone wrong.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
You threw it?
Halloween.
Did you throw it?
I threw it and I rolled 2 ones. What
No,
part of that
I
did
know.
you not understand?
It's one of the, wait.
Do I need
Here's
to make
what
a
my
dex
brain
save?
pictured. The comedy of it. She like goes back to throw it, but like, and it's like just.
No, you throw it, and it grazes Rumiel. But,
Does me being pissed off count as sorry?
yes,
Yes.
it does.
Yeah.
But, it grazes Rumiel, but he was coming back, according to the dice, as he swiped up and deflects the blade. You lucked out. Rumiel, unfortunately, now has a nice little slice.
I would say,
Hang on.
am I taking damage
You
for
don't
that?
take damage because you were coming back, and so you were dropping your shoulder just enough and
Hang on,
deflected the
though.
blade.
I have a feat. Hang on.
Oh. I would love to know what kind of save that required.
It required pure luck because I rolled to see if it would hit,
Yeah.
and I had gotten a fail on the hit.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
So you're
I-
rolling like against my AC.
I
I'm
rolled-
just curious, mechanic-wise, how you.
So the way I do things is
Yeah.
I let the dice help tell the story because I don't
Sure.
want to make the kill. Like, oh yeah, when to the back of your head does how much damage?
Right.
But instead, I try to give some opportunity.
No,
and
that makes sense. I actually like that. Being like, oh, you missed. It,
was,
could hit
it was
someone.
a small window.
Now,
locked out.
now
Yeah.
roll
Also,
to
it
see
comes
if it
back
hits.
to me.
It comes back to you, yeah.
Okay.
So you hear the blade clatter on the floor, and before it makes the second clatter, it's back in your hand.
There arose such a clatter.
And then
And
that
now,
being said,
now you're a bit upset, and the pocket watch starts buzzing, and you've got the sword in hand.
I guess I'll. I would have to probably like.
You'd have to shuffle, so
I hear
we're taking this.
I hear a light buzzing, and I'm like,
Back up.
oh.
I guess we're taking this.
Yeah.
Percentile.
Percentile, please.
Let's
Oh,
go!
the percentiles.
Oh, the
Ba-da-bum.
joys of the wild mage.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
My Wi-Fi doesn't.
It's a 65.
65. All right. Connecting to Wi-Fi a second.
Drive.
You
65.
Is that a handbook thing, or is that do you need a
I
Dungeon
believe
Master guide?
it's in
I think
the
I have it.
handbook
We've
for Wild
modified
Magic.
it
But
a
if you
little
have
No,
the
we
papers,
changed.
that would be...
No, we changed.
Yeah.
We have a different chart.
Oh,
there
okay.
it is.
Well,
Yeah,
she's
she's
got
saving
it.
it.
Okay,
She
so do
got
you
it.
want to?
65.
I think we've rolled a 65 before. What is it? You
She's
lose your
really
hair.
sad.
Did she lightning strike all of us?
No,
Feather
that
beard?
would be better. My skin turns a vibrant shade of blue. A remove curse spell can end this effect.
Wait, how
Lasts
is?
72 hours.
Vibrant
Double
blue
die.
for 72 hours.
Double D,
Because a
double
lightning
die.
strike would at least hit the monster, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just decimate the rest of us.
Not necessarily.
As you feel your anger well up, you feel it statically charge across your skin, and as you look down, you are now bright.
Violet,
You
you're
were-
turning
you were,
violet.
You were a frost giant the whole time.
It could be worse.
Yes.
I wish I
You
had
could-
removed
You
curse.
could have summoned evil beings.
I
to
could have
fight you.
summoned a freaking unicorn.
Yeah.
Yes.
when
Yes,
is
Instead,
I mean,
I
also-
turned my
That-
skin blue.
I'll
in
say a
battle.
lesser restoration wouldn't work on that, would it?
No, it
except
has
remove
to be
curses.
removed
Yeah.
curse.
It's essentially a curse here.
Right,
So-
right. And a restoration
And
would
so
be
now
more
I'm
physical.
gonna be blue for 3 effing days.
Yeah.
You're just hiding in the dungeons now.
I mean, you're usually what? Like purple or pink?
Pink.
Yeah.
Pale pink.
At least you didn't paint yourself tonight for the episode. We'd have to go on break and quickly repaint.
Yep.
I got blue Sharpie.
Anyways,
Cool. Back to the proper turn order. We have Garth
Yes.
at the top.
not the monster.
Not the
I was
monster.
gonna say, did the monster?
No, it was this.
No.
This thing showed me a wrong order because it had a filter. It got an update, but the update's pretty. The
All
rest
right.
of the features are nice.
All right, so now it's me. I was gonna say this thing will go good for having a -1 dexterity.
It still rolled pretty good
Right.
because it's
Next.
below an 18 and above a 13. So
All right. So it is still in my bonfire.
Oh yeah, he did attack. That's right. He slammed me. That was it.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
So
That's what I'm here to do.
now, oh darn it! Create bonfire as a concentration, and so is Maximilian's earthen grasp. I was just gonna be like, here's a hand holding you in the fire.
Double concentration.
It's like the game makers knew what I would want to do.
if only some circlet.
Oh, is that a
would
thing?
be-
I don't know if that's a thing.
No
I
one
don't know
actually
anything
knows.
about my stuff. Wait, are you saying I'm supposed to throw the circlet at it?
Or stomp on it, or sell it to the nearest child who will put it in his bird. I don't know.
That's gotta be a really big bird. Big
a condor
bird?
comes down.
I mean, have it produced for you.
Here's an albatross.
Albatross.
I
a
just,
pterodactyl.
I guess I will. Sorry, I did not update my, or I didn't switch any spells over the rest, and now this is a very different type of fight.
It is.
I will cast Firebolt.
Hey.
Firebolt. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it. I know I'm sitting on a good portent number, but
But no, that one's.
I was like, I like to roll it.
Yeah.
let's see. That's 19 total
To hit.
to hit for my Firebolt.
Ow.
Mhm.
Roll damage.
Yep. Cuckoo. Where's my D10s?
The best part is, couldn't he have used a portent on my roll?
On your wild magic roll.
No, my other one.
Yeah, you could.
I read up. Oh, are you kidding me? That's a 1.
One total.
1 total from the Firebolt.
Firebolt.
But it looked real pretty.
It looked good, and I didn't have to break my concentration
So you see this
on the bonfire you stand.
beautiful fiery
That's true.
stream go flying out of your hand, and it just kind of fizzles short and hits the shoulder of this golem and makes a little sizzle mark, and he takes damage.
I will say too, I double checked the portent thing, which I essentially did last game. But portent, I have to call out this is what it is before dice are rolled. So it's not a replace. That's what my lucky feat does for me,
Yeah.
and the whole halfling luck. I can replace rolls, but portent, I have to say, it is
Can also
this.
change the taste of rolls.
Look at that.
That's true.
But
Well, there's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
turn. I hit you with more fire, and I know you don't
your
like that, you
penis.
grumpy man thing.
so it is the flesh golem's turn.
Yes.
And he does jump back out of the fire, which does trigger.
Opportunity attack. Ha ha!
Flame blade.
With my flame blade,
With your flame blade.
because I can actually cast a spell as an opportunity attack. But I guess it's kind of already there, so I don't.
You already
to.
have it, and
Right. I wanted to be able to use my feet.
Okay.
Don't have to.
Do a dance
Do
while
you
you do
need to
it.
cast a different spell?
No, it's a concentration spell, so I'm not casting else.
Shillelagh!
I thought about it for a second there, but no,
Shillelagh,
has
your
to be on a
flame blade?
rod or a staff.
Oh, yeah.
That's 7. So
7 total?
yeah,
Misses.
yeah.
Darn
you,
it.
you slice out as he jumps backwards out of the
Mhm.
flames, and he ends up stepping back and behind a pillar just to your left, which, when you caught up with him, means he's going towards the center of the room a little bit more. It is now your turn, Ruben.
But is he in full cover at this point?
He's in full cover, like 89% covers. You can kind of see him there, but not enough to make an attack.
Like the covers are like up to his nose.
Basically, you see
Well,
just
that
a
would be
shoulder,
like 90%.
Oh man, I don't want the
95%.
boogeyman.
so it would be at disadvantage.
Unless I moved and actually
Correct.
attacked him.
Correct.
Right.
Do it.
Right. Yeah, I was just checking up on something else. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
He
You gotta-
went behind the pillar.
He went behind the pillar, which you can either move through the bonfire or back around the other side.
Go over it.
Well, I don't want to move through the bonfire. That sounds like
Alright.
a terrible idea.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go around, and so pillar fire.
Yep.
I'm gonna kind of go around and then.
Perfect. So you get up to him, and you do get to make an attack. You see him leaning up against the pillar, looking a bit
Kind
over
of-
one shoulder and not
yeah.
seeing you. So
Right. That 20.
Nat 20. Nat 20. It's not the first dice roll, but it is a nat 20.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're caught. There we go.
Okay. I hooked a snake.
So
So your
he's
damage
taking
is 3d6, right?
yes.
All right. So he gets 18 plus.
7, 8, 9,
27
27 fire damage.
27 fire damage.
Emil's like, I was made for this.
You step swiftly around the column and you slice and you cleave right through the center of this flesh golem, and he falls into dead.
Guys,
Blood spills a bit on the floor.
I think that's my first kill.
Congratulations.
Hey, way to go, man.
And you do notice he has a few locks of hair on his head.
It was hair.
Get some. Wait, we need that blood.
And the hair, right?
Do I have any vials? I don't think I do.
I
It's dead.
It's dead.
Uh-oh. I mean, wait, yay! Hey, does anyone have a water skin?
I.
I'm not putting his blood
I have
in
a
my
shovel.
water skin.
what? I grab a shovel out and I scoop some of the blood onto it.
All right. So you scoop blood onto your shovel,
I'll
meaning
say a mess kit.
Somebody get some hair.
I don't think I have
a mess kit means you'd have some food storage container of sorts.
Right,
I
that's
have
what I'm saying.
a
I'm
small
just
knife,
get
I
like a.
guess.
Oh, I do.
I have a
Do you
small knife. I'll cut the hair.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
While they're doing that, I still have my blade for a while,
Mhm.
because I think 10 minutes. So I'm gonna
Yep.
start like moving around the room.
Yeah.
With the blade
as you
out?
start to move, and just after you've scooped up some
Mhm.
of the blood and cut off the hair, Garth,
Yeah.
because you know a little bit about these things. You get a sickening feeling in your stomach. You realize and remember, golems tend to have a master.
Oh. There's someone else here. These things always have a master.
So we should get
I
out
run
of
back
here?
to the stairs and I set the shovel down and grab my axe again.
And at that moment, you hear, "Who has killed my minion?"
Your worst and possibly shortest nightmare.
And from a distance, still, as the room continues back, you get a brief glint of light shine across the new figure that has entered. Those of you with dark vision do get to see a big bald head, tentacles hanging
The Kraken?
down
It's
in
the Ooh?
front. It looks very much like the Ew.
Nope.
It looks
Nope.
very much like something that
Yep.
Garth knows.
Yep. Nope. Nope. As soon as I see that, I'm booking it out. I'm done. Nope.
The doors close.
What is it?
Gird your loins. It's a mind flare.
And with that, we are going to go on break. So we will come back to
I'm
the
only
mind
level
flayer that has entered the battle. We are still in battle.
You
We're
still
still
have-
in battle.
We're
Yeah,
still
we're
in
still
battle.
We never.
You did get a free couple actions
We did.
to scoop up.
I will say,
Cut
and
hair,
we can
etc.
we can clarify exactly how far away I moved
Yeah.
with the sword.
So you moved with the sword back towards the door.
I was moving
So-
like kind of away from everyone because I'm wanting to scout the room.
All right. So you're moving away from people.
Correct.
Break time, y'all.
Yeah. You were moving off
gonna go
to
put on my
I'd say like the
funeral
right
clothes.
side. and
Yeah,
continue
I would say
around?
kind of follow the. I was either gonna go straight ahead or like I think probably go to the like start to the wall and like try and follow it around.
All right. We will resolve positions on
Okay.
our break,
Yep.
and we will come back to the Mind Flayer who has been added. Now, I can't see things. I think this button gets us to break, so
We'll see.
here it is. We'll be
We did
back.
it before.
Our tech
Help us.
worked.
I just.
Huh.
I.
Welcome
Hey,
back to
Nathan, you could be saying it's getting rather
There we go.
welcome back. We're Here Be Dragons. Tonight there's extra dragons in the mix because, well, this is the Halloween episode, so we're celebrating a bit early with death, lots of death.
so much death. I got my first kill though.
Yeah, there was some death.
I mean,
believe
because
that's your
I've
first kill.
no, because I've contributed, but I haven't taken anything down.
you haven't had the final hits until
No.
tonight.
But that was
Now.
if that for a final hit, that's the way to go.
you
Let's
Yeah,
be
that's
honest.
pretty
Flesh
epic.
golem in half, but
You know, Nat 20'd a flame blade into a flesh golem. Like I feel like
you know,
that's yeah.
That's
great.
something to write home about.
until moments later you heard.
When I'm like, well, never mind, running.
Run away! And the doors.
Good your loins.
Or-
It's a mind flayer.
The mind flayer's coming.
Now to let the players
Halt.
take a breather as they were stressed out on break.
And the Doritos were not. They
The Doritos
expired.
were fine.
Yeah, who knew Doritos expire?
They
They
taste
don't.
fine though.
They don't.
Austin will also eat anything, so.
We just want to
Fair.
again call out our sponsors very briefly.
Not Doritos.
We have not Doritos,
Although,
but we have Blacksmith Craft Dice. The players are all rolling with them because they roll just what the players need
It's water.
until they don't.
But
But
doing good so far.
we also have Critical Treasures.
Critical Treasures.
We have a dice bag here. Critical Treasures makes a ton of great handcraft gifts around nerdy things like D&D. And we also have something that keeps me happy and peppy most days. Caffeinated Cobalt. The caffeine that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Critical Treasures, the bags that you need. Dungeons and Dragons, the game that you
You need.
Okay,
Oh.
so.
We are in our spooky episode,
Spooky.
probably hitting one of the spookiest.
Spooky.
Aside from things like aboleths and gibbling mouthers, and yeah, you know, all those things that are just like creepy crawlies.
Spooky.
Yeah.
ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, they're probably the creepiest. But we're not facing off against them. We're facing off something close. A mind
Yeah,
flayer.
cool.
A mind flayer has stepped into the mess of battle.
Actually, I'm looking at the monitor now. This looks really cool with the whole aesthetic we have going.
Spooky. All right, Garth. It is the top of the order. You can see the mind flayer a bit forward, getting glints of the light.
We do need to
From the
figure out
fire.
where we're at. We actually didn't do that over
We
break.
didn't do that over break
We
because I'm a
didn't.
bad DM. So let's just pretend here's the room. You guys enter from the south door.
Yeah.
The fire is kind of.
Well,
up this
no,
way
it
for you,
moved.
up
It
this
moved
way.
to the middle
Oh, the fire's in the middle now.
because
Yeah.
he lit the.
Yep, the fire's in the
fire
middle.
hall. Yeah. or
You
the
guys
fire hall.
killed off the
Yeah.
flesh golem just right
Just off
of
of
the
it.
middle.
Mhm.
And I believe that Rumil probably would have kept to the side to keep
Agreed,
an eye
to follow
for
the
what
wall.
damage is there. Along, well, you don't even see a wall.
Well, I'm trying to find
This
one
man's-
essentially.
This basement goes
Everywhere.
everywhere. The mind
found this
flayer
in
is
front of
now straight in, but he's about 75 feet from the door, 80 feet from the door,
Okay.
to the point where
So he's about what, 40 from
if
me?
Ari is still at the door,
30,
you hear some things, but you don't see much.
I am still at the door.
So you're still at the door. You hear the door close
Especially now
behind
that you
you.
heard Mind Flayer.
You hear the door close behind you, but
Guys?
you don't see much. Valari, where do you believe you ended up? As we're
I never moved. Oh, well, I mean, I cut
you're
the.
kind of near the door.
You cut the
You
hair.
had-
Did
you had
know
flanked
that?
to the right.
I
Oh,
said,
yeah,
no, I
you
had
moved
cut the
up to-
hair.
You
Oh,
moved
that's
up and
right.
cut
No.
the hair. Ari had
Oh,
gone
that's-
and
yeah,
set
I
the shovel
spooked.
down,
Yep.
and she pulled her axe out, and the
Yep.
door shut. So you're kind of near where the kill was, so you're not too far from Remo or from Garth. You both get to see little glints of light off of this creature entering the mix. Garth, it is the top of the turn order after you have been asked why. Why have you killed my beast?
Well, to be honest, we were sent down here and he attacked us. Self-defense.
Then I must attack too. And
Oh, great!
there you go. What would you like to do?
Well,
How would you
try
like this to
talking.
play out?
Well, I would just really.
Could it play out with us winning and not taking any damage and the mind flayer dying? That's how I would like this to play out.
It could. Be good on your rolls.
I would like to.
Kids, it's up to your dice. The dice will do.
How long has it been since I cashed out? Like, since we first saw the monster? Has it been a minute?
It's only been a couple turns and then about 30 seconds or so, maybe a little bit longer than that. Yours is only a 1 minute, not a 10 minute?
It's 1 minute.
Okay.
So my thing is probably going away.
Your shadow blade probably had dissipated, yes.
So I see.
First level or second level spell?
It's second.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
No.
I thought they all followed the same. Okay.
this is gonna be tricky. I am just going to, because we still have the bonfire burning. Yes.
Bonfire's still
Bonfire's burning.
as long as there's concentration on it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to, because I need to see. And I see him beyond the bonfire.
Mhm.
So I'm going to send a firebolt his way.
A firebolt his way. Okay.
Mhm.
Please roll for that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Oh, I did not hit with a 7.
You did not hit. The firebolt gets near, and you see another glint, and you see the tentacles flail just a bit.
And then I have my movement.
Mhm.
I would like to just get out of his line of sight.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
you can
move
duck
behind
a
a
couple
pillar.
pillars.
Yep.
All right. You've ducked behind a pillar. He cannot see you. You cannot see him. Rumil, it is you, as you've heard the firebolt, and you've seen a bit of the commotion. You've heard the voice.
Sure. How far away is he from me?
He's about 40 feet out.
Okay. Well. I could make it. No, I think I only have 35. So I wouldn't make it to him. That just seems like a bad idea. I am how far away from a pillar?
There's pillars about every
Okay.
10 to 15 feet away.
So I'm going to go close to the bonfire.
Mhm.
Like kind of come back towards the group
Okay.
a little bit.
That'll probably use about 20 of your movement.
Sure. And I still have my flaming sword.
Because that's a 10 minute.
No, I'll say I'll run with it. And then I will cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. Cure wounds on yourself.
Yes, to try
Cure
and
them wounds.
heal up a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Just to face this dude.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be a D8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Plus my, I think, spellcasting ability
Yes.
modifier, so that'll be 3. So I'll take 7.
Take 7 points back. Perfect.
Yep.
All right.
And I am now behind a pillar.
All right. It's the Mind Flayer's turn, and he doesn't have sight of any of you, but he knows that the bonfire is ahead of him, and the doors he had closed seem to have had some commotion at him. So he'll move up towards the bonfire, and I need to roll a couple things here. He does not notice Rumil at the pillar, who is about 10 feet away from him now, and he's moving towards the door that you all had come in, and that's all he does right now.
He doesn't notice. Well,
He
maybe
doesn't
it's a good
notice
thing
it.
that I was
He
by the
doesn't notice
bonfire
it.
with my bright light.
Well, he rolled terribly on his perception as he was heading towards the door, and you were off to his peripheral. That brings us to Ari. You're at the door. He's about 35 feet out now, and you can kind of see, based on the bonfire, he's coming towards the door.
Magic missile!
Magic missile.
4. Okay, well,
It was-
that was a 2.
yes, it
I
was.
got a 4 and a 3 and a 2, and then each get plus
Mm-hmm.
12, and then I'm bolting for a pillar.
All right. So you've got pillars to your left and right, but you have to move about 5 feet forward. So you get towards him, and then you move 10
Yes.
feet in his direction.
And then I'm gonna try to get my back to the pillar, so
Alright.
the pillar's between us.
He takes 12 points of damage. And you're backed up against a pillar. Valari, you were still ducked down, cutting hair, and you have a line of sight of this guy just around the edge of a pillar. He's about 20 feet from you.
20?
Mm-hmm.
Could always sneak right now, because we're all in.
Who else is near me?
Rumil is near you. He's leaned up against a pillar, I believe about 10 feet away, if I've got
Ahead or
that'd be-
next to?
next to. Like, there's the bonfire, the dead guy next to a pillar that you were cutting hair off
But
of.
he's like next to me. He's not in my.
And then he's kind of off to your right, and you see the mind flayer coming up.
Perfect. So, I'm going to use. Oh, crap. And how far is he from me?
He being the mind flayer, only about 15, 20 feet. Like, you're fairly close to him.
I'll do chromatic orb.
You're gonna do chromatic orb, okay? What type of damage do you want your chromatic orb to be?
I guess lightning.
All right. And then,
Interesting choice.
please roll
Not a bad
for
No.
hit.
fun one.
For hit, I have to roll for hit on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Chromatic orb still takes roll for hit.
Range spell attack. It's a
Does a 25 hit?
No.
It does. It does hit.
I was like,
I was gonna say the correct answer is no.
We surrender.
So now I have 4d8.
Get it.
Do it.
48.
Wait,
So
did you
she
cast
does
it at second level?
48 damage.
Nice.
What?
Oh shit. 8 plus 14 is 22 plus 4 is 26.
26 points of damage. All right. Do you want to move? Stay where you're at?
And I'm within 10 feet? 15 feet, you said?
About 15 or so, yeah.
I will move back about 15 feet.
Okay. So that heads you to like the right side of the room just a little bit and towards the door if that's where you want to go.
No, I was like on the side, right? So I just moved back to the side.
Okay.
Because he's heading to the door. I don't want to go to the door.
So you want to move back past him then?
No, I'm on the. I thought I was on the side.
Okay, you're
You're
moving
just moving
straight
further
right
to the
out.
side.
Just back
All right.
that
and
way.
how
more.
far do you want to move?
Like,
All 30 or 35 you got?
no, we'll say 20 feet.
Okay, 20. So he's about 35 feet from you right now. Cool. Do you duck behind a pillar? Do you want to stay in his line of sight? What do you want to do?
Is there a pillar there?
Roughly, yes. I'll let you
Okay.
know.
I'd say there's pillars everywhere at this point.
Yeah.
Well, he said there was
Every,
like,
10 to
well, he
15
said
feet.
there was like 6, so I just wasn't sure.
No, every
It's a-
10 to 15 feet
Yeah,
in every
it's an
direction.
expansive
Yeah.
Okay.
underground layer.
Moria?
Yeah, I feel like that would.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm
miniature.
picturing.
Miniature Mori.
Not as tall, not as many goblins.
Mini Mori.
Dwaro Delve.
In Mini Mori,
Mm-hmm.
you're behind a pillar. What
Mm-hmm.
would you like to do?
All right. What I'm going to do is cast as a bonus action. Now, I believe this is how this works. I can cast. If one spell is a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I can also then cast a cantrip, because
Yes.
cantrips are just
Correct.
innate
Yes.
with me.
Correct.
Yes.
So I will cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
Oh shoot. No, I won't. That's why I hadn't done it before. Sorry, I forgot why I hadn't. Because it's a concentration spell. So if I want to be able to see, I got to keep that bonfire
Fire.
going.
Yep.
So maybe what I'll do is peek my head around, and I'm gonna move that bonfire right into his square.
All right.
He needs to make a dexterity save or start cooking.
Okay.
Speaking of which, do mind flares for metal?
Well, we'll find out very soon.
A 17.
Yeah, he gonna make that save. Alright, so he's fine. Because it's just a cantrip, so there's no half damage or anything. But what I'm going to also do then is... I'm going to go back to that place in my brain, and I'm going to say, now would be the time, as long as you're not going to turn off this fire that I really need.
Silence for a moment. Granted. You turn invisible.
Wonderful. Cool. And then, I'll still stay behind the pillar.
That's fair. Rumil.
Okay, so I am.
You're to its side, and you can see him clear on because he's kind of moved
Moving
towards
past
the door
it, yeah.
still, yep. The fire is now under him. You definitely can see him. He hasn't looked in your direction yet.
Okay. So I'm getting a good look at him in the flames. Do I see anything? I do. Okay.
He's wearing a big metal breastplate.
Mistake.
Well, then actually, because he won't actually know where it's coming from.
Cook it.
I'm
and
going
book
to
it.
like release my flame sword.
Okay.
So there's now no light coming from me. Kind of sneakily as I'm around my pillar. Actually, I don't need to do the movements because I'm a warcaster. So I will instead pull out my staff. So I just have it.
Yep.
And do a low incantation to heat the metal of his breastplate. And that is, well, it's a save to see if they can drop it.
Yep.
So,
But
But if you're
he's wearing it.
but he's wearing it, which means you have to, that would be trying to take it off essentially.
And he, being a mind flayer, hears the thoughts of this.
Ah.
Rolls at advantage 18.
He'll pass.
So he has to take off his
So
armor.
he drops
He takes off his
the breastplate, which does reduce his armor class. But
Holy cow, he took that off so fast.
he's got
Well, because
two leather
he probably just had quick
stays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
That
so
just
he pulled the leather stay as he heard your thoughts of the
Yeah.
attack.
yeah.
He was reaching down for the leather stay,
Okay.
and he lifts it up. I will let you roll a d4 of damage because he does have to like get his hand up and over. And
Right.
throw it.
Right.
So a d4 worth of
Well, I need
Fire
to double
damage.
check if it's
if it does damage.
if
still,
it's halved. No, actually,
for dropping.
I think you take it and then you roll to see if it's.
Yeah.
But-
this
God,
is the
we gotta
weird
get
one.
you.
But
we
the-
gotta
the
get you some
weird
spell
one.
cards.
We gotta get
The-
you spell cards.
Yeah.
And we gotta learn
'Cause-
this one because you use it
And
on
really,
everything.
we only need you to get you this spell
This
card.
one. And I think in this case, it's also a little bit weird because he's hearing thoughts.
Microwave. Okay.
Yeah.
Microwave. How does microwave?
It takes 2d8 when you cast it.
takes 2d8
and
until the spell ends.
if it is
they're
being
holding.
held, they
Yes.
make a Constitution saving throw or drop the object
But it's
if it can.
So it does take damage and it does try to drop. So he passed the dropping part.
Okay.
So his breast
Okay,
breaks
so
off,
but
he
you
does
would
take
still
damage.
take the 2d8.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
That's fair.
Cool.
There it is.
That's fair. He still took damage. We're okay with that.
Well, I mean, he's like heating it already, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
He'll take 15.
Okay.
Saw that 7. I was
Eight
wondering
and
what was in the
7.
corner over
This is
there.
the
All
mate.
right. You see
Thanks,
as,
Blacksmith
you see
Craft.
as he's lifting the armor up over his head that it sears his hand and he shoves it off to the side and it's bright red on the floor for a brief second and turns
Does
back.
does it sear like the symbol and the letter M into his hand?
No,
No, not for like the McAllister home.
no, it doesn't.
Anyways.
Home Alone.
No.
It's not
okay.
Christmas though.
Oh,
It's another season. We can
Sorry.
we can Home Alone it another
I'll say,
season.
what in that, was there anything else that I noticed on him of like any like sort of staff, any sort of like?
No, he actually is walking about in now like dark robes.
Okay, so he has robes.
He's not a naked mind flayer, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, just
Yeah.
as far as like
Yeah, he has
his
dark
appearance,
robes, yep.
he is an oud with robes.
A nude.
I thought he was wearing robes.
Nude.
That's what I'm saying.
A nude.
But then why is he a nude?
It's called semi-nude, okay?
He's
Is
just
he
got
never
those.
nude? My turn?
He's a never nude. He wears those jeans.
Yeah.
Jean shorts all the time.
Never
Yep.
But that has a metal
What?
button. Anyways.
So if he wants to
It is
drop
the-
trow,
It is the mind flayer's turn before yours. Having detected thoughts,
yes.
he knows your position.
Oh, he does. That was the point. Was to try and hide. It didn't work. Okay,
He is going to come right after you,
let's do this.
and he almost silently moves up right in front of you, and he's going to use his tentacles to hit.
Well, that's weird.
His face tentacles?
Mm-hmm.
That's gross.
16.
No.
It does not
This
hit.
does
is
not hit.
why he wouldn't
What?
pick a mask.
What? So the tentacles do come out, and they.
It was very close. About as close as you could possibly be. But it does not.
But it is not. They grasp at you and slime you across the face and the chest. Yum.
Don't touch me with
Ari?
So since he came around, I had hidden behind a pole.
You're far enough out that you don't really know what's going on.
But like, are they now on the same side of the? Because he was in the middle, and I moved here, and I was Rumiel up here, and now he's on the
So-
same side of the post.
So if we're looking at the room again,
Uh-huh.
this is all happening up here. You were down here, so you were hiding on like this side of the post, so hiding below.
Oh, gotcha. I
Rumiel was
thought.
also hiding below. Like if he leaned out, he could have like seen the door. And now this guy's
now-
come into the center
Gotcha.
of the room and is kind of in the main area where Rumiel's at. So if you leaned out and around to like your right as your back's against the pole, you should be able to at least see him sliming at Rumiel. Yeah, basically.
How far away is he from me?
Zoidberg.
I think, yeah, basically.
Zoidberg.
I think he's about 30 feet.
Okay.
But he is right up on Rumiel.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Zoidberg.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't place it. I remember the name and just shut it.
Ah, screw it. I'm gonna charge,
Alright?
and I'm running up with my great axe in hand because he's, I'm assuming, attacking somebody, even though I can't see it.
Okay?
So
Would I notice her doing this? I know she's gonna do just fine.
Okay.
You know what you just got, baby doll?
critical.
A nat 20! My poor tint rolled a nat 20. My poor tint rolled a nat
All right.
20.
Okay. So
Excuse me.
let's see this then. I get a +5 already because I was charging. So that would be.
That would be a +5 overall. Any of your pluses get added in at the end.
Okay, great.
So you
it's
get 12.
1d12, so that's 12,
Yep.
and then I roll a d12.
Nope, it's the big boulder. Nope,
Okay.
at the back. You were so
It
close.
looks like the 20.
Got it. That's an 11.
23 plus 5.
What? Also +4.
Yeah, 23 plus 9. Because she
'Cause
gets
it's a-
plus
Oh,
4.
plus
D12.
4.
And
plus
then,
5.
because she's charging, she gets plus 5.
Math.
23 plus 9 is
32.
32. Scotty Pippen?
And
Get rocked.
can I use my action surge to hit him again?
You used your charge. I think your action.
Okay, is that
surge- Yeah.
Okay. Just curious. I've never actually used my action surge,
Well,
so
wait. The charge is a feat.
it is a feat.
It is a feat. Oh,
Yeah.
The charge
It's
is a feat.
So-
She is a
So an
charger.
action surge.
It's a bonus action.
It's a fighter thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I can take one additional action on my turn on top of my normally
Oh.
allowed
But you have
action.
you have to spend. Is that a?
It's
I
like
can
a
only do
once
it
per-
once per short rest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then that's a totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's different because the charge doesn't say anything once per short rest, twice per short rest.
No.
Charge is no. Charge I can just do.
Okay.
Whenever I have to
Then
be running
yes, you may
10
take
feet.
another slice at him. This one you must actually try to
Well, that's a crit fail. So,
hit. Crit fail.
yeah. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Well,
I'm glad I gave her that.
you
first
do
one, though.
Oh,
swing,
Yeah.
and because you are right up on him,
Yeah.
and Rumiel's there,
Mm-hmm.
you hit Rumiel.
Sorry, Remy.
Glad I healed.
He's
Do your
taking a
damage.
beating tonight.
Yeah.
His own
One.
friend
You
is
won.
fine.
What it's like, Austin.
Would you hit him
You
for
hit
a
me with
12?
12. Yeah.
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
I'm alive.
So sorry.
You want that turtle?
I'm alive now. Still alive.
Get that turtle out.
Oh,
Is that what we use?
feels
Yeah.
Is it a turtle?
That's
Yes.
that'd be my last second level spell slot. But yes.
You might want to
got-
make it a jackrabbit.
You got what? 3 points left or something?
Well, thankfully I healed, so
He's
otherwise that
He
would
was
have
up
killed.
7.
That would have. I would have been dead.
Wait, what? Really?
how far?
You action surged
oh.
right into Rumiel.
Yep. So
Oh no, I would have had 3.
Okay.
I would have had 3 if I hadn't healed,
Well,
Gotcha.
because I was
I
down
have-
in it.
Below.
I have good berries.
Lovely. We'll
Below.
get there.
I'm
Hey, worth
going
it.
to.
That was an epic hit.
That first one was
So
great.
if it says radius.
Let's just
if
be
it
honest. You just
says
rocked
radius,
2 swings.
What does that? I want to know what it's
That
referring
is-
to. Forward.
You rocked
radius?
them.
Radius is
Or
wherever,
me as the
wherever
center.
your center point is, that many feet in
So I'm
every
getting, like,
direction
face
from that center
groped.
point.
How close is she?
To the bad guy.
Dang, yeah.
She's right up on it, and so is Rumiel.
No, Rumil had moved back.
no.
No,
Rumiel's
Rumiel
there.
just got smashed in the
You
face.
guys make it impossible for me to freaking do anything.
They're close combat fighters.
Yeah.
Well, technically,
Well, you are.
the
and-
mind flayer went right up to Rumiel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's gonna hit you guys if I use it.
Just shove some good berries in Rumiel's mouth after you do it.
This
Ooh,
would
I
be
need to
more
check
than a few
something.
good berries.
You don't have fireball. We don't have fireball yet.
No,
Don't
but I
pass
have-
fireball right now.
But I have my Serpent's Kiss and Leap. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't. I'm not gonna. Yes, but I don't know that. You would
So-
have to activate.
The
I'm not
range-
gonna do
okay,
it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide. The range on my one of my spells is 60 feet, but it's a ray. Would it just go to the target? It doesn't say it would hit anything,
It-
everything.
It'd go a straight line to it. Yep. Ray of Sickness.
Yeah,
He
let's
tried,
do that.
but he missed.
At
Yeah.
level. Freaking heck. You guys are killing me. Wait. Yeah, we'll do that at level 1.
Alright. So roll the hit.
That doesn't hit. It's a 9.
Does not hit.
I know, that's what I just said.
So you cast your ray and you see it, a green trail spray out across and graze the shoulder. Not hit. Garth?
I twist my beacon belt.
If I feel that activation, I'm hitting it.
You're twisting it?
That's
Right.
what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, it's a twist.
Yeah.
But you said hitting it.
No, I said twisting it.
I
No,
said hitting
you
it, but yes,
did.
Oh.
I'm.
He,
yes,
it's
I'm
just because he
responding.
got it. He said something about it last time.
That was it happened to me last time. Okay, so now we.
You switch. That was your action.
But
I
now
thought-
I'm invisible.
He's still invisible.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
just
so-
behind a pillar somewhere else.
You're behind a pillar somewhere else,
Yeah.
slimed and bleeding.
Yes.
And
Precisely.
I'm invisible in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
That was my action. Was
Yeah.
activated that? Well then. Oh, stupid concentration! Why did no one else bring fire with them?
I mean, I have fire.
I did, but there's one right
I
there.
don't need it.
I do. And it's a dark, creepy underground thing. And the person who can hit people needs to see. I'm just seeing if I have any bonus actions. Or reactions. Misty Step!
Misty Step. All right.
I want
you
to
go.
go back away from him!
Okay, Misty Step has what, a 30 or is it 60?
Misty Step 30 feet.
30 feet.
Teleporting.
So you can teleport to darkness in 30 feet. You don't have to do anything. You just are able to teleport. You just have to cross off that spell slot.
Yep. Boom, baby!
Nice.
That's how you get your friends out of trouble.
Use Misty Step to.
Oh,
Get
so
out.
he
So,
switched in the.
I pulled yield prison break.
A slight
Yes.
swirl of purple
But
fog.
wait, didn't you say that the using the belt was his action?
Yes, but this is a bonus
It's a
action.
bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can use it to run in, cast, and then get out.
Mhm.
But a slight twirl of purple fog goes up in front of the Mind Flayer, and he realizes all that just happened as one person disappears, and then fog comes up afterwards that there is
Plus,
some
he's
magic
a mind
going
reader,
on.
right? So he would have heard it, right?
He would have understood all of this going on, but he's a bit confused on exactly where Rumiel went.
Mm-hmm.
He feels that you have entered and left his presence in
Mhm.
a direction, so he knows where you're at. But there is someone right up on him.
Sorry.
Rumiel, it's your turn.
I saved the heal.
I'm
Yeah,
researching
we should
really,
move
really
on.
quick.
If you'd like to continue researching and you have nothing that's going to affect Mind
Flayer.
Flayer and potential attack of the person right next to him, which would be Ari.
I just had to see if this was an action or a bonus
Okay.
action. And it is a bonus action.
All right.
Bonus!
What are we doing,
Like
sir?
Nick Jonas.
All right. I'm going.
Joe Jonas? Which is our friend?
I don't know. I'm going to
Kevin an
cast. Now that I am behind the pillar, I'm going to cast a healing spirit.
That forms an animal, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So our turtley friend has returned.
You get a faster animal.
It can move as fast as I want it to.
Oh,
So it's just
okay.
going to be a lightning turtle.
Okay, cool. I like lightning turtles.
Okay. So I have my turtle friend
Yep.
who
He
is
gives you
with
what,
me.
1d6 per round?
And yes, 1d6, and it can move 30 feet as a bonus action.
There you go.
But it is a bonus action to cast.
So you've already cast with bonus action.
Yes,
And it's a spell.
yes. So I have my turtle friend.
Yep.
I will take care of that.
So
Get
roll
my
your
D6.
1d6 of health restore.
Healing, not bad. That's a 5.
Alright.
I'll take care of that later. And then I'm going to shapeshift into a black bear.
Oh,
There
wow.
we
Alright.
go. Now you're
Alright,
shifting into some
alright.
big boys.
So
No more spider.
I don't
I mean,
have
he
that
shifted the
on
red
me,
ones.
but that is my like that's an action for me.
Yep.
Google it.
So I'm gonna while you're doing everyone else, I'll pull up the stats so
Yeah.
that I have them and you have them.
Give yourself the 5
So
HP.
yes, I'm giving myself the hit points. I am now a bear,
Black bear.
a black bear.
Black bear, have you
Black
any wool?
bear.
Yes, sir.
Bear
yes,
and the
sir.
turtle.
I ate a bunch of sheep earlier.
I
Alright,
think I
Mind
just- I
Flayer.
think I just airdropped
Oh,
it.
you did. Black bear, I don't think is in here. I can
No.
double check, but I don't think it is.
I just.
Yeah.
You're
You
good.
send it to me, thanks.
Yep. Cool. Mind Flayer time.
Or not. We could just skip that.
No, sorry. Mind Flayer's right here.
Oh,
So,
I need it.
the Mind
Mind
Flayer
Flayer.
turns.
And rolls a nat 1.
And hits
100.
himself.
I ran out of portents already.
All good.
Whoops.
This seemed like a good time to use them.
Yeah.
Although it's like maybe 10 a.m.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I was like, what are you talking about? It is not 10 a.m. There's something seriously wrong with me. And it's 10. But I get what you're saying. There is just something wrong with me.
So he turns and decides to face Ari. And Rumiel's in the back. And Valari has escaped to the side, so she's safe. And I
Ish.
think
You have also kind of escaped.
I think you've kind of escaped.
Where am I?
He is going to cast Mind Blast, which
Uh-oh.
is a 60-foot cone
So that will probably hit me.
that will hit you.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Unless
the
it's
other
stopped by anything.
I'm like
no,
45
Weren't you
feet
on the
away.
other?
I was wherever
Wait,
he
wait,
was.
what?
But he
it is
turned
a,
around.
It's a
I was
psychic
like on the
blast.
opposite
Yeah,
side
Oh,
of you
is
guys.
there a save on this?
you're not in it. You're out of the way.
Oh, I am.
You're out of the way.
I'm 60. I'm more than 60 feet.
He's
out of it?
casting a cone.
It's a cone, so you
Oh,
might
so
be
he's
to the
going
side.
in a
So,
different direction than me.
You
Yes.
and Garth are over here.
Cool, cool.
Garth is like borderline
good.
cone edge, but I'll allow. There must be an intelligence save by each of you. to
Well,
Oh, that sucks.
Ooh, yikes.
Well, we know that's not your saving throw. Just kidding. What was it? Charisma. It's your-
does a 4 work?
Uh-oh.
Does not.
See, I had thought about saving my nat 20, but I thought you could just wreck him.
Statistics, but your wisdom
I'm
I'm
intelligence
gonna
is-
wreck
Okay.
it.
So. Battle saves. What was which
Intelligence.
intelligence?
Intelligence save,
Okay.
yeah.
You keep your intelligence, right?
Yeah. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Some mind flare, guys.
Oh, baby.
The fact
Both
that
of
we're
you
fighting
are
one of these
stunned.
right now.
Both of you are stunned now,
Okay.
and you may repeat the save
But that is your action,
at
yeah.
the end of each turn.
Okay.
You each take.
Well, I have a meat shield.
Ari takes 14 points of damage. You take 16 points of damage.
16?
16. Not 60, 16.
16.
1-6.
Okay. I
Oh, that's
believe
good.
I am still a bear.
You're still a bear. So because of bear
Yes, I am
stats-
still a bear.
Bear.
Because of bear stats.
Bear.
Do you recall if it says when you shift that you take percentage of the health of that new shapeshift?
Say what?
Like if you were half dead, would you take half of the remaining life?
I think
Or
you
is it
get
a
full
full?
life. I think
Okay.
you get their full HP.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So,
Smart.
did you roll your 3d8s to see what your pool, or are you going to use the average, which would be 19 for a black bear?
Oh, I just took the average of
Okay.
19, if
So
that
you're at
works.
19.
Makes it easy.
Perfect. So your black bear just got
Blasted.
knocked out and blasted. So
Okay.
you guys are both alive.
Yeah.
Based on my numbers. And
Oh shoot! I bet I probably have to roll concentration
Oh.
yeah, you,
because I can maintain concentration in wild shape.
yes, but because you got blasted so hard.
Right. Right.
It's above a 10. It's an 11, right?
Yeah.
Straight? Or with concentration?
I don't. What do you mean?
Do you add your
Oh.
concentration? Is it a total?
I believe
That I
to
don't
hold
know.
concentration, it's I think you just have to get a.
Oh,
11 or
concentration is
higher.
not a save. Sorry, I was thinking constitution. Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
Concentration
Yeah,
is just
it's
straight.
It's like an 11 or higher. I believe.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, didn't make it.
All right.
So you now,
So
your
now
bear
my
took
health-
the hit.
My health potion is gone.
Yep. So your bear took the hit. You lost bear form, but you're a knocked out druid.
No. I lost my my
that
turtle.
was it. Okay.
I'm
yes.
still a bear.
Yes, you're still a bear.
I
but
just
you're
lost my
trying-
turtle.
Okay, perfect.
Oh,
Because I was like, I'm knocked out, like
We are
I'm
gonna
stunned, but he
need
can
that.
still heal me.
Yeah.
But now he can't.
Now you can't. Nope.
You ready?
All right. It's Ari's turn.
Well, what does it mean to be stunned?
Stunned means that
Can't
you
move,
basically can't do anything for this turn. Let me read exactly
Yeah.
what stunned is. A stunned creature is incapacitated, meaning it cannot take actions or reactions, cannot move or speak. They can only speak falteringly, so it'd be like,
Okay,
a
so
couple
all
of
I can really
words.
do is
Yep.
make a save.
The creature automatically fails any strength or dexterity saving throws in this turn. Also, rolls to attack the creature have advantage. So you basically
Okay.
roll to
Yeah,
make
so
the
it's
save.
your intelligence save.
Okay.
That's what you want to do. Here we go. 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 Here we go.
No.
Alright, you are still stunned. Valari?
I know this could be bad for some people, but I'm gonna do my serpent leap.
Your serpent. Okay.
So I can launch. How far away am I?
You ran backwards. You're 35 feet out.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do? How far away is she from?
Right next to it.
So I'm gonna launch up to there, and then it'll cast from there. So the 15-foot radius, it won't hit her, right?
You're gonna launch right up next to it.
Yeah.
That'll.
Radius is 50 feet in any direction from where your center point is. So your center point would be you. You'd have to jump at an angle so it barely catches that guy on the edge. Because
That's something caught my throat.
you're
Okay.
here, or so like you're
So
looking,
I have to jump to the back.
You have to jump off to a side that a circle wouldn't catch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm on the side, so I'd have to jump to the back because everyone is
Yep.
more forward.
Yep.
Okay, so let me do that. Let me launch to the back
Okay.
where it'll
It'll
catch
barely,
him
it'll
on
barely
the
catch.
edge,
Okay.
but she'll be okay.
Okay.
Sweet, I found the loophole. And then
I found the loophole.
and then it cast kiss.
Okay. So serpent's kiss. Snakes fly out.
Up to
around
15 feet and does 2d8 melee.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll
2d8 melee.
this guy, and I'm gonna roll this guy because they did well for me last time. And that is 8. And you have to make a Constitution check of 17.
Or be poisoned.
Yes.
14.
Cool. So now I'm gonna roll my d8 for that. So you're gonna take 4 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And then
And then that means I am at disadvantage on
and
saves, I believe, for poison.
and then
Oh, geez. And then.
I'm going to launch. So I'm 15 feet away from him. His thing is 60 feet. Can I launch to somewhere behind another pillar? Back there?
Yeah,
That's
if
like-
you want to continue going back a little bit away from him.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. So you'll be back. Your launch is what, 30 feet? 40 feet?
35.
35? Okay, so you will be launched back and you'll still be within a 60-foot range, but you're in a different direction as everyone else.
Right.
So you're about 40 feet back from behind him, behind a pillar.
Right.
You're further into the room. And that puts us at the top of the order at Garth.
All right. I've got a plan.
Oh dear.
The trick is, I hope this first part works, and I won't really know if it does or doesn't. I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on him. He needs to make a strength save.
Yep.
Is he at disadvantage?
He's
on
at
that?
disadvantage.
18.
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage.
Are you serious?
Well, then, that sucks. Because now there's no light in the room, because that was a concentration spell. Really thought. Also, how is my saving throw that low?
13, 14?
Yeah, it's 13. It's,
We'll
it
go
sucks
back
to be a
over your
cast.
math.
No, because it's 8 plus proficiency plus spell casting,
Which is...
which is 3, so it's 13. It's just, as
Yeah,
a
I
spellcaster, it's like, oh, well,
That is kind of low.
Mine is only
that's really low.
mine's only 14.
Yeah, but still, when that's all we do, and people have to make saves on most of my spells, it stings. Alright, I guess that's my turn.
All right.
Well,
Romeo?
I'm stunned.
Oh, but I use my Ring of Recall, just so you know, so I don't
Perfect.
lose that spell slot.
Spell slot back.
Wait, a 15 didn't save, did it?
15 did not save.
Well, I rolled a 15 again.
Oh.
Better than the 4 I've rolled twice.
So you still
Still
are
stunned.
unconscious. You're an unconscious bear.
We're down to half of
Yeah.
us actually fighting.
Mind Flayer's turn. The Mind Flayer reaches down to Ari. Picks her up, latches onto the back of her head, extracts her brain with his tentacles. But at that moment, Ari,
Where's your roll on that?
I rolled.
Okay.
I had an 18 with a +7 to hit.
At
Okay.
disadvantage? Or do you have to do this?
He's at advantage.
Oh, he's
I'm
at
advantage.
because you're
she's
stunned.
incapacitated. As that happens, however, you feel a ghostly presence of yourself release from your body, and you are floating next to him and able to stare him down but can't interact with him.
So wait, here's
So I can't make a
Yep.
save.
Yeah, that's how mind flayers work.
It is
Does
your
that mean
turn.
she's like on that like
you
I don't
you
know.
are
Almost
a
dead
thing.
ghost at this moment.
That
You
was from
you can
dead.
move about, you can speak, you can interact with 10 pounds or less of items. You cannot make any attacks, however.
But is my ghost
Your brain
I'm
only
still
weighs 8
stunned.
pounds.
You are a ghost. You are up and about.
Your brain weighs 8
You can-
pounds. Put it back in
You
your head.
you see
I put my
yourself.
brain back in my head. It's only 8 pounds.
it's being sucked inside of.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I tried to restrain him, and somehow he rolled an 18 at disadvantage.
I probably just yell. No, I yell, Brianna, attack!
The spider stands up, hearing your voice, and starts skittering around.
I say, attack!
We'll
I
go
don't know
with
what any of
Brianna's
this crap does.
Nope. That's why I'm trying something.
I gotta go find the.
I have a
item
necklace
card
I
for
haven't
this
even
one
looked
to
into
see
yet.
what its keywords are.
Oh my gosh.
I probably grow, attack, kill. Get back my
Initiate
brain.
instant kill.
Where is freaking POTUS?
Wait, initiate instant kill.
Initiate instant kill.
I had a different plan, but I wanted to
Brianna
held down.
looks up at you and hears you saying these things, and she sees your ghost-like figure, and then spins about a little bit.
FYI, pause. Friends who are watching, donations by scrolls that add elements to
Are too late now. Look what you did.
I mean, we don't. I'm just saying.
I did not include instantly resurrect a person.
Okay, but there's things that I don't know. I'm just saying. There's.
I don't
things
even know what this thing is. I've never seen one before.
I know.
I wouldn't have
Brianna
gone
stands
close.
Spins about,
No, you played your character right.
shoots
Wait.
a web at
Your brain?
your brain,
And
no,
pulls
at
it
this
out.
mind flayer, wraps it up, and it is now dropped to the floor, prone, spun in web.
And it's my turn, right?
What?
Brianna looks up at you and then refastens herself back to the shoulder
My body.
of your body.
So what does
Where
prone
is
mean?
my brain?
Consumed.
How do we get it back?
I might be dead.
You might be dead. I
Valari?
have no idea, guys.
Valari,
I don't have
Never
all the
thought
One of these
answers.
before.
it is your turn.
Does
The mind
throwing up
flayer-
count as an action?
The mind flayer has dropped to the side. Throwing up, you can cast Ray of Sickness on yourself right there.
So what would prone mean?
Prone means you have advantage on,
On attacks.
and it has disadvantage on basically anything that it needs checks on.
So this villain just gets an auto kill, basically?
I don't know.
So hang on a second. I gotta look at a couple
Mind
things.
flares, basically on anything
nasty.
that is unconscious, prone, etc., have advantage and have basic auto kills. Yes.
So if
they're terrible, terrible things.
If I used a quicken on a spell, does that mean I can cast 2 spells on my turn?
Quicken means it turns into a bonus action. You can cast a cantrip and your quickened spell then.
But quickened is meta magic.
But if you cast a spell as a
So the
bonus action, you
quickened
can
would-
only cast a cantrip as your action. Because cantrips are things you know innately, and your quickened is a bonus. So if you put a spell as your bonus action, which is what quicken does, then it means your action can only be a cantrip spell or an attack. So you have a crossbow or a...
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to figure this out. I think chromatic orb. But he's at disadvantage, so I get to roll, right? Advantage.
Correct.
Chromatic orb is a good one. I'm gonna do chromatic orb at level 2,
Okay.
and I get to roll these.
You get to roll 2d20s.
So that's an 18 on the dice,
Yep.
plus 6 would make it
Hits.
a 24.
Totally hits.
So 4d8s. Right? Yeah, 4. And I'm gonna do. I mean, I don't know if it matters what type of damage at this point.
Roll your 4d8s. We can choose the damage if you wish.
Okay. That was a 5. 5, 8, 12, 14. 14. I don't know if it does it matter what if I choose the type?
No.
Oh. Okay.
14 damage does pierce a hole straight through the Mind Flayer's head, and he dies. Now, the Mind Flayer is dead. You are out of battle. There is the
Do
Mind
I-
Flayer corpse.
I'm still technically stunned.
You
Do
are
you need-
stunned. Stun is up to, I believe, a minute. So
I'm gonna start making some rolls.
you'll
just
make
to,
some rolls. If you want to make some rolls for a few moments here.
Yeah.
With the Mind Flayer dropped, there is also Ari lying dead, but her ghost form is standing next to her body right
Holy
now.
shit.
Do we see it?
You do.
Yeah.
You see
Okay.
the ghost form, and she's able to see you.
Well,
and
do I see anything? How light is it? Because I don't have dark vision right now.
You're in the dark at the moment.
I have dark vision, so I run over there. And-
Second roll was soft 20.
Okay, so you're
Okay,
you're
so
up
after a
within,
few
like,
seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't even know that we're out of combat.
Ari, you can see completely in the dark right now, being a ghost.
I run over there. I
I'll get you
feel
in a
like
second.
I see that the druid is down, right? And I know he's our healer, so I'm like,
He,
Garth, tell me what to do!
Which
And-
Garth is blind at this point.
yeah.
So
Garth
here's
is
the thing: is
blind. Yeah.
when was my turn? My turn was after hers. So technically, by turn order,
Yeah.
my next thing that I was going to do was drink my potion of dark vision. So I'm just gonna say that that's consumed,
All right.
and I'm seeing everything.
Yep.
Because I would still be down for another round.
Yeah, you'd be down for another round. Yep.
Yeah, this would be my failed save.
I don't know if. All I have is good berries.
Well, shove a few in his mouth. I'm running over to
In-
Ari.
In whose mouth? I'm at Ari.
Oh, I thought you said you were at him.
Yeah, she's
No,
coming
I
at
went
Ari
to
from
Ari.
the other side.
You said the druid's down.
I saw
so,
the druid and I ran to Ari
Okay, so
saying,
I'm
"Tell me
just
what to do."
gaining sight, so...
Yeah, but I don't think about.
I don't know what to do! I'm running over and I'm going to take out my dagger and slice open this thing's throat and try and get whatever brain it just swallowed.
You see that there's mush as it's gone down. You might be able to get a small part.
I stab it multiple times. I stab its corpse. I stab it in the brain. I stab it.
I'm going upstairs. Can I? Oh, I can't pick things up. I can
You
pick up.
have about
10
10 pounds, so your shovel might be a little heavy for that.
I
But can we
take the
hear her?
hair.
You can hear her, you can hear her, you can see her.
What are you doing?
Okay, I'm
and
back
I
now.
scoot-
No, we'll get
I'll
the.
just-
No. And my ghost. I dip the hair in the blood,
Alright, wait.
and I go through the door that had been
No,
shut,
wait.
The doors open as you walk through
and
them.
I go to the hooded figures.
Okay, so you're walking up to the hidden figures as you're making your way up. What do the rest of you do now that you have a bit of brain and a corpse?
I've got dark vision now. Do I see... Is this its lair? Like, do I find any walls? Do I find any workstations? Do I find anything?
You see, as you look in the distance, skeletons laying in random spots, all seemingly with chunks out of the skull. At the far end, you see a door that, as you are starting to think about where you're at, looks to be westward.
There's a door to the west.
To the west, yeah.
And nothing else.
It's a few hundred feet down, 600-700, but you notice there's an outline of a door. in the
I'm
distance.
gonna follow her. I don't know what I'm doing.
Bring my body.
Are you up?
I am.
Are you a bear up?
Currently a bear up, and I'm trying to figure out what to do at this point.
Rumil! As I see you shuffling about. Get over here and stay like that. Valari and I hoist up her body. We're gonna drape it over you.
Okay.
And you're gonna
Fair.
carry her up.
Oh, because he's
Fair.
the bear still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just, once I do that, I take off because she's probably pretty well up that. And I'm
Alright,
like,
so
what the
so
hell?
you guys are doing that. Ari, you've made it upstairs as they're hoisting your body and bringing it up. You enter the room with the ethereal beings, and to you, they almost seem alive. They seem like ancient wizards. You get a slight glimpse under each hood, and you see big, long beards that go into the rest of their robes. One kind of grins, says, you can defend from both sides. I see you have a gift. What is it that you have? And both hands are reached out.
I drop it.
You drop it. It hits the floor and sparkles up in a bunch of colors, and those colors swirl red and white into the hands of the outstretched wizards. And the field around the chest dissipates, and the chest calmly floats to the floor at your feet. And they look at you and say, you and the others that have vanquished the beast are the protectors now. And they disappear.
Did I get in there before that happened?
As the chest is hitting the ground and the wizards are disappearing, you are all coming up and seeing what's happened.
I would have called out wait before they left. Would that have had any impact?
No, they continued on. Meanwhile, in the library, the books are all still flickering, but they're flickering a little bit faster right now. And a new ghostly figure leans in the doorway and watches the group of you seeing the chest now freed and Ari standing there reaching out. The figure is tall and slender, very few features as well, but there's a big pair of glasses on this humanoid's
Didn't
face.
we see him?
You see him. All the ghosts that I'm describing, you see.
Are visible. Got it.
Yep.
And who are you?
He looks around, and without any emotion on the face, you hear, "I'm the librarian. I keep track of the books. Many, many books have entered, and many have never been checked out.
Do you have one that can tell us how to heal her and get her back?
Do you wish to read the book of Ari?
Yes, please.
For a mere sum of 70 gold, you may have the book of Ari, and you may keep it."
Transform back into druid. Toss him the 70 gold.
70 gold
What?
floats
Oh, 'cause
up.
I
he's
just-
rolling in
I'm
it.
just like, just
like,
out of curiosity,
I don't have that.
what does the gold do for a ghost? Just kind of like, I don't know. Like, is that for maintenance of the library, for the books that blink in and out?
Precisely.
Is that, are you trying to install
Keeping
a
of the
fountain outside?
grounds, making sure we're preserved.
Anyways, he gave you the gold.
Hmm?
Now give us
He-
the book.
He takes the gold and it turns into an ethereal look, and he drops it into his pocket, and you hear it clink. And he saunters out, and he's walking down the books, reading titles that all of you can't see except for Ari. And every title he reads under his breath reads his names. Name after name after name after name. And then he stops and he pulls out a book. Aurelia Revengard. And as he hands the book to Rumiel, the one who paid him, it turns from ethereal into a real book. And it says Aurelia Ravengard on the binding. What do you wish to do?
Going to open it.
As you open it, the pages are blank at first, but words spiral onto every single one of them, each seemingly talking about Ari's life. And as you flip page by page by page, they continue to go, and about halfway through the book, they stop, and the last words are Mind Flayer. And the librarian looks around, and he pats a couple pockets, and he pulls out a little piece of chalk, and he hands it to Rumiel. No one says a book is ever finished. Rewrite what you wish.
I pull out pen and ink and I say, well, I don't want that to get erased.
As you pull out pen and ink and you put it to the page eats the ink completely.
Rumiel, write it in.
Okay, well, this is a weird book.
Wording, I feel like, is important here, so give me a moment exactly. Okay, so we have the page.
You have the page, and halfway down the page, it describes the battle.
Describes the okay.
And then the battle does say, at the point where the Mind Flayer latched on,
So I'm assuming there's no like eraser for this chalk. I can only like add to the story. Yes.
who's to say you can't cross
Right.
it off?
Okay. Okay.
You may speak. You're a ghost.
I'll
I
take
mean,
it.
I guess you can interact that way too.
It's her story.
Seems fair. I'll hand you the chalk and kind of turn and hold the book.
Mhm. What would you like to do?
Going to write.
Writing exactly what you want. I feel like it's so tricky right here.
Then she took her story into her own hands as her ghost stepped back into her body.
You drop the chalk. As you've written that down, your body levitates off of the bear.
But the brain, we need the brain, you guys.
That's what I was
Heals
gonna try to write.
completely. You see every bit of your skull reform, and you feel your essence sucked back in to your body, and you're dropped down gently on your feet, as if you've almost not left, you could almost feel the chalk still in your hands, and you're facing Rumiel right now.
So now the chalk has disappeared, essentially.
The chalk has hit the floor and
Shattered.
Guys, that was weird.
Ari?
Yeah.
How do we know if she's fully okay though?
I nudge her.
I'm like,
That wasn't a nudge.
he took your brain. I'm just saying, like, we. Ooh.
I don't feel any
What's 2
holes.
plus 2?
4.
I feel like she definitely knew at least that much before.
Close
you
the
close
book.
the book. The librarian does reach his hand out to you and ask, would you like me to keep it safe for you?
I mean, can I?
Yes.
All right.
Can I look at something?
You
I open the book.
Mhm.
And I read the first page.
You read the first page.
I never really got to know my parents. My grandpa raised me, and I just want to know where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
The book starts. Born in a kingdom to a king and queen, Aurelia Ravengard was an only child. Her parents loved her so much that they offered every good thing. But it wasn't long in this world that Aurelia had every good thing, as she soon found that her parents had been killed and she was now living with her grandfather.
Drop the book.
As you drop the book, it closes, and the librarian reaches out and catches it, and it turns ethereal into his hand, and he goes, I keep these safe for each and every one, including you lot. And he puts it up in the air, and it just floats out of the room and onto a shelf.
Bad news. My parents are dead. The weird news is they apparently were a king and queen. Somewhere. Oh, I should have read that page!
Well, that's something.
Pleasure to meet you, Your Highness.
Yes, I bow, Your Majesty.
No, stop, stand up.
But Your Highness.
She is taller than you, Your Highness.
Your Highness?
Hey! Puns.
Says the guy who likes the plants.
I have nothing to
Puns
do with
all
Your
day.
Highness. Nothing.
What?
I sit and collapse by the bookshelf. This has been a really long day.
It's about 10 a.m.
This is why I always eat breakfast.
Yeah, you shouldn't really skip that.
As this is all going down, a small book is handed to Rumiel, and it turns into a very small manual. And the librarian puts his finger up to his mouth.
I'll give him a nod and put my...
You recognize a name on the binding of a name of a treant that you spent many, many years with. Through the book, you see your training. Through the book, you see all of the encounters of other young druids. And they're very short paragraphs, but they're very strong. And it gets through all of them, and you find you. And you recall all of the things here about all of the great things you've learned. As you flip the page, you see that a great sadness has hit him as treants of another world have been slain. And as you read through that page, that's the end of this chapter at the moment.
I ask
Mhm.
the librarian, do you happen to have Ket's book?
don't give books out willy-nilly.
This is
But I
not.
do have a book for all.
What if I told you he's a really bad dude?
What if I told you I had shelves and shelves of really bad dudes?
What if I told you I think we just formed a partnership where we go take out the really bad dudes and you're kind of like the Bosley? We're your angels? Huh? Huh? Anyone? Charlie's angels.
Yeah, I caught it.
No? Have you looked in my book?
I've looked in every book.
All right then. Just so long as you know.
Are you royalty too?
Let's just say
My
yes.
and no?
The hell,
Your
you guys?
shortness.
Your Highness. So, look.
Let's just say each of you has royalty within your blood.
What?
What? Huh?
Well, you know, she was born of the great. Oh, you couldn't hear me? No. Look. Here's the important
Even
thing.
down to the furry friend you have in your pocket.
What?
King of rodents.
I'll spoil that one. Obvi comes from a long line of a ruling mouse family. In Waterdeep.
I mean, that makes sense.
Planes away.
Well, planes away.
Runaway prince.
Uh-oh.
Well, it got here somehow.
Well, we've got this chest now. I guess that's ours to guard.
Yeah.
There was also another doorway.
It was.
No, we went through both.
No, there
There's-
was another one that went
There was one at
west.
the end.
Aye.
Okay.
You speak of this keth in a doorway.
Uh-huh.
And be careful. That doorway leads right below the book you seek.
Perfect. How often does this place open up?
Once every new fog. Meaning, seeing your stories being not from around here.
Right.
Once every spooky season.
What causes the fog?
Spookiness.
How about, we go downstairs, have ourselves a little rest.
Well,
You mean go downstairs where the guy sucked out all the brains of all those people and rest down there?
I'm just saying there
Is-
could
They're
be
dead.
something.
I would
of
rather
use.
rest in here.
Is it time to open the chest?
We don't have the key.
we don't have the.
You have
You
the
have
key.
the
We
key.
only have one.
No, you
Isn't
need
that the
two.
good key?
We don't know, right?
No, it is.
He said we could open it and we would know when it was time.
Well, the fact that we're asking means we don't know that it's time.
Well, don't we? We've got access right to his basement. This place only opens up every once in a spooky time.
We can rest and then go through the door.
You hear a knock, 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 knock on the front door.
Barth.
Does it sound like it's Barth's height?
It sounds like it's Barth's ferocity that
Yeah, I
was
was gonna
knocking
say.
earlier.
Okay, it's just Barth then. If it's just Barth then.
We also have TikTok.
He's locked in my bedroom.
He is.
What if we ask Barth to look after him?
I open the door. Hey, Barth.
So you have to walk back out a little bit further to the front door.
All right.
The greeter is there, and he greets you as you walk up,
Your spookiness.
and he opens the door for you. Barth is standing there, and his jaw drops. He kind of looks around.
Whoa, it's even prettier than
Barth,
before.
Before you get too
Uh-huh.
excited, we actually have a special mission
Okay,
just for you.
okay,
It's so important,
okay.
and you have to be super, like, non-noticeable.
Top secret.
Okay,
You're gonna be Master Rogue here, right?
always,
Hero of the day.
always.
Perfect. So-
B1RD is now on his shoulder, kind of hopping a bit, like, what's going on, what's going on?
What do we want him to do with?
Wait, you
I
said
know
all
we
of
need-
that and you
I
didn't
know,
have a plan?
I know, but wait a second. We need to get him to TikTok, but I don't know what he needs to do with TikTok.
Wait. You're telling me it's a little green guy you have in your room?
Yeah. How'd you know?
A little birdie told me.
Okay.
You were staying in our room. Let no one in.
Okay.
Bring food to the goblin and make sure
Well, do we want him to take him somewhere safe?
at nightfall he could take
that
him
is
to the
pretty cool.
kobolds.
That
To-
inn, the inn is a lovely
Wait,
establishment.
are you talking about? Oh, there is a little there's a little shack on the other side of town.
What if he goes
That'll be
outside and
There,
takes
there's
our
a
black
bunch
pin?
of goblins and kobolds in there.
Yes. I take off. I have the black pin, leaf pin in my backpack.
TikTok would be perfect with more
This
of his
will
own.
get you in wherever you need to be.
That's what he needs.
Okay.
I pin the black leaf pin on him.
Uh-huh.
Tonight at nightfall,
Uh-huh.
take the goblin out there.
Okay.
Tell them to keep him safe.
Okay.
And I give him like a couple golds.
Why?
to-
Woo!
Tell him.
All he needs is like 2-inch.
Okay.
Tell him I sent you.
Tell who?
The goblin.
Okay. There. Valari. Okay.
You can. He might need you to describe me, but
Okay.
he'll figure it out.
Okay.
Or if he doesn't listen to that, tell him you're gonna take him to a really great shop.
With other goblins.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Are you guys staying here?
We
For
have
a little bit.
something we need to take care of.
Do you need anything?
We need you to focus on your mission
Okay.
and do it really well.
There's a good Stackos shop up the way you guys were making those Stackos. They actually started selling them today. Do you want any of those?
Actually, that would be great. I mean,
Yes.
his
Okay.
mission's not until nightfall.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna rest here. Bring
Perfect.
us some stackos.
Stackos? On it.
And so he runs off, and as you turn around, part of this library has transformed with a couple beds and a couple desks. They're a little dusty, but it seems like this library is a little shapeshifty at points. And they're off to the side of the stairs. There are 4 beds, and as you start looking that way, there's also a hammock that appears just in case. But there's a handful of desks. There's an alchemy workstation. There's a small grindstone. There's a few other things that seem to be amenities as the librarian heard your plans.
Thank you.
We're gonna need to be ready. You said you know how to make a health potion or 2?
That's what I was going to use the alchemy table for.
Yeah, we're gonna need them. You're gonna want to sharpen everything.
And rest.
I should be able to get back a couple of things.
You hear the door opens, and the greeter, without a look on his face, almost seems annoyed and bows down at the child. And he's got his arms full of a couple little
Be
boxes.
nice, Grimswald.
And he looks around and sets them just on the first little bookshelf, and the books there dissipate and kind of appear at a shelf above. And he looks around.
Did you figure out your pen?
A
It looks a
little.
little shinier.
A little bit.
Wow. Cool. Okay. If there's anything else you guys need on your sleepover, let me know.
And he kind of stands there in the door and looks around a little bit, waits for any other task.
Okay. Goblin then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of hold up my hand to B1RD.
It flutters over and gently lands on your hand.
No, and then I'll kind of lean in and whisper in Druidic. No, you take care of them.
There's a chip chip, like a response. It's, yeah, cool.
Give him a little like stroke on the head, and then hand him back.
Before he leaves your hand, you see the eyes twist a little bit.
And he poops
And
a gold coin.
They glow bright red and stare at you, and he goes chip chip, and then closes them, and they're fine, almost as if to say, "I've got some stuff up my sleeve."
He's
My
like,
wing.
I got okay.
So he flutters off your hand and then lands on Barth's shoulder. And then Barth puts his little hand out and turns into a ball and rolls into his hand and he pockets B1RD. And he goes skipping off into the fog. Rumil, you do see, as you watch the kid go away, you do see what appears to be a couple ghost-like treants walk by as if they're walking through the city normally. And then they disappear into the fog.
Spooky.
As we're getting ready to rest, I'm gonna take my pen off and I'm gonna take some time saying words and seeing what Brianna responds to.
So you've woken Brianna and she's moving about, kind of skittering in your hand, giving you weird little tilts of the head, and then at one point
First I'd say thank you.
she gives a little wave, but she turns a little bit, and on the side of her abdomen she's got one little thing kind of scratched into the side, not like it was supposed to be there.
Okay.
And it says cast web. And then there's a couple other scratchings, but they're pretty well worn down. They would take a lot of time to study to figure out what they might have been.
Like more than 8 hours.
Probably a couple days.
So I'm like touching my necklace. Do I notice anything?
Do you notice anything about
Like
the
anything?
necklace itself?
Yeah, anything different than it just being a string of pearls?
No,
Black
it's
pearls.
a very, very comfortable necklace. On the string of pearls, there's that one that's dangling
Yeah.
very loosely. It seems to be filled with a undulating dark smoke.
Can I roll a check? What should I do? I guess just like I just want to know if there's
Do an
anything.
Arcana check. You could also just do an investigation.
I guess investigation would tell me most.
Roll an investigation.
I should do Arcana.
I'll say Arcana would be more of a magic
Yeah, I mean,
looking for investigation. would be-
investigation would be like really inspecting it and understanding it as well. So
Sure,
So-
sure.
It's up to
I
you.
guess it all depends
It's
on
up to you.
what you're looking for.
We'll just see investigation because I
What?
got a 14.
A 14?
So, well, a 13 on the die, so it'd be a 14.
Okay. As you're turning the piece of the necklace, it does pop off. And it's swirling just the same, almost kind of pulsing. It feels very fragile in hand now that it's been removed from your necklace.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem that there's an easy way to reattach. But the frayed ends of the little snap twirl just a little bit, and a tiny, tiny little bead forms at the end of them.
Is there like a corner where nobody is?
Yeah. you
Well,
can
there's
go-
always
you can-
downstairs.
You can go away from. So basically, if you walked in the door, there's the stairs. Off to the right side was where all of your workshop has been set up. Off to the left side is where like it's still library, and there's kind of a little cove towards the back. You can go in that back room. It's a little bit out of the way where you
Yeah.
got the chest.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, is there anything back there?
It's a pretty empty room now.
Okay, then I'm just gonna like.
There's no door,
Can
just
I,
so you know.
can I follow?
You can follow.
I'm just
Let's see
gonna.
what this
He's
is.
like, what are you doing?
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna take the one in my hand and I'm gonna throw it at the wall.
In that room.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you throw it
Because
at the
building heals
wall,
itself, so whatever.
it shatters, and smoke swirls up, and a djinn or a genie appears.
What?
And because you were attempting to figure out what this is, you're fine. Rumil,
Yes.
I'll need you to roll me a straight DC check, please.
Okay.
He's like, I don't care.
We're gonna go with the normal dice. We're not in combat. That's a lean. Ooh, straight check.
Yeah, straight check.
18.
18.
Ooh, you're like,
Oh,
A slight fear runs over your body, but
And a
nothing
slight
that
trickle down your leg.
nothing that causes that.
Oh.
The genie appears and is kind of hovering in place.
um,
It says,
Real fast.
Yeah.
Sean 42, thank you. Halloween episode, so gotta go
Sean.
all out.
Is he just repeating?
Is he just repeating?
What?
And it booms to the point where everyone else can hear this. The librarian saunters over and
Yes.
peers into the room. Who summoned this?
I'm there.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything! It yells out. And with that, he takes a big breath and dissipates.
And then I walk out.
What?
Okay.
What?
How big is the other one now?
It's very small. It's grown just a little bit. It does look like it might take a handful of hours to come back.
Yeah. No, I know. I was just wondering.
This episode.
Anyone else want to investigate things? Because this is definitely a fun.
I'd love to if I had some to
Okay.
investigate.
Are you fully healed?
New.
Just
I'm at about half. I'm still feeling it.
While we're trying things, I close my fist that has my ring on it, and I say, like,
Which-
I think my
Which ring?
bolster,
Okay. Yep.
my silver ring,
Mhm.
and I just think, heal Ramil. Does anything happen?
Yes. So you feel a sharp stab into
Yeah,
your
I
finger,
Figured that would be it.
and a little red line runs across the band. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah.
And Rumiel, you feel power surge through you and you get 3 points of health back. But you also feel that if you had to punch something or attack something right now, you will get a +1 to that attack.
Ramil, how are you feeling?
Feeling great right now.
Feeling super.
Okay.
Well,
Let's punch a wall.
like feel a little bit better, but I just feel pumped. You know, like
Must
not
be the
like-
Stackos. I don't think it is.
I mean, I investigated all my things this morning, I think. Oh, I think go back to that magic brain place. And I think to myself, are you empty?
For tomorrow.
For tomorrow. Oh, talk again tomorrow. Cool. Great.
He doesn't sign off or say anything.
Was he talking out loud?
No,
Probably.
That's
Oh,
my,
he was thinking.
it's my
Okay.
inner magic brain
palace.
place.
I was just still checking. Make sure you weren't.
Okay. I am ready to eat a Stacko and rest.
Yeah.
Awesome. We will talk about what you do in your long rest. We don't have to bore the rest of the channel.
wait,
Why
is it?
not?
Are we
It's
long
straight-
rest or
is
we
that
short
gonna be a
rest?
long-
Long rest or is it a
A
short
long
rest?
rest.
Because it's like, what, 11 a.m. now?
I think a
It
long
is,
rest would
but
be
a long
good.
rest doesn't mean you have to go straight to bed. It means that you're resting, doing things more quiet. A long
Oh,
rest
yeah,
can
he's
also be more than
working,
just
so-
8 hours. If you guys you guys are in this building, you
Mhm.
can spend a week there if you wish, doing your own thing. But just so
Maybe 3
just-
days so you're not blue
3
anymore.
days? I mean, so that's
Oh, no, I forgot.
I am bright blue right now. But that's the beauty in the way we play. We like to talk about what you can
Man, I'm
do
gonna
as
be
new
blue
players.
For, like, the rest of the
So
season.
maybe take a little time. You don't have to rush right in.
Yeah.
Your story doesn't have to be 6 weeks of pure straight action that at the end of it your heart explodes. But, you know.
Or your
Can you
brain
make
gets
note
sucked
of my
out.
skin color and the time and how long?
Do you have a
Is-
pen over there? Because
No,
this
I don't.
DM in this different space doesn't.
I don't know where I'm gonna write it. But
Just make note. I'll put it
On
in
the
your
back
sheet
of
for
your
now.
on your wild magic sheet or something.
But with that, I think we're gonna end our
Jeez,
spooky
that was
session
crazy.
here.
So much
Um,
weirdness.
Everyone survived, I think.
No, but
But we remedied it.
We fixed it. We fixed the death. We got some good food. We found a genie.
Yeah.
Barth has a
And
secret
now
and
we're
a
gonna
spider
dream.
that has
Stealth
a web
mission.
attack.
A spider that has a web attack. Also, Barth is going to be hanging out with your new buddy, or your old buddy who's now new
We
buddy 'cause he
realize-
doesn't remember.
How horrible that's all gonna go, though, right?
Yeah.
We put Barth and TikTok on a mission together.
with a bird.
There's no way they're getting distracted.
It's going to be an empire.
With a bird.
When you get back out there, it's going to be Barth's empire, and TikTok's going to be like the #1 seller.
We're gonna get to Keth and he's gonna be dead. And B1RD is just gonna be feasting off of him.
But maybe we'll get there as level 5s, you know?
Or maybe it'll be good
And-
for TikTok to be around other
Goblin.
goblins, and
True.
maybe
Yeah.
he'll find his home there.
Or girlfriend.
What? But because you guys had an amazing episode, and it was alluded to,
What?
Level 5!
you guys are able to hit level 5.
Guys,
now,
this is the furthest I've
now
ever gotten.
here's the thing.
I came in
Here's
with the
the thing.
fireball.
You guys hit level 5.
Okay.
But because leveling isn't just like, I woke up like this, what happens is you spend some time here in this library,
Yeah.
and you feel growth mentally and
Yeah.
physically. And as you do
I
your
was gonna say I was gonna talk to
day-to-days,
the butler and
Yeah.
try and look at books and stuff.
as you do your
So-
day-to-days and
Well,
you
'cause you
study
got
up
all
just a
done.
little bit for the next little bit as you're waiting for the opportune moment, the time to rush, whatever it may be, you gain insight and knowledge.
Mm.
And this downtime that you're taking is more than just downtime. It is a moment where you grow as individuals and you grow together as a team. And that's how you guys hit your level 5. So tonight we are ending with the players hitting level 5. None of them are dead.
I've never
Even though
been a
they were-
level 5 character before.
No, we haven't.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you skipped level 5. in
Yeah,
another
we skipped
one.
level 5 in another
Yeah,
campaign, so
yeah.
I've never been level 5 before.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was much deserved.
Uh,
I've
yes.
never been a level 5 character either.
And for those of you who are joining in season 2, Lauren and Lindsay are newer to the world of D&D, and this is amazing because we get to talk about why we do certain things in D&D and how we homebrew certain things, and it is awesome because we get to grow with the community as well.
Push.
Push.
Level 5! Level 5!
There it is. And tonight we're going to end our spooky episode thanking again our sponsors, Blacksmith Craft Dice,
Caffeinated
there.
Kobold, who's doing a giveaway. It's
Caffeinated
ending
Cobalt.
soon.
Yeah,
Check it
they're
out.
doing a giveaway ending within a few days or less.
You
Check
get
them
like
out.
a lot of stuff. You get like coffee
Yeah, you
and a
get a
mug and a
shirt.
shirt and
Shirts and
Everything
mugs
you
and
need to
coffee.
drink coffee.
Uh-huh.
Coffee,
Shirt,
mug,
mug.
shirt.
Shirts are
I don't
cool.
need a
Shirt,
shirt.
because
Shirt's
you
required.
know,
If you spill it on
once,
you,
once you drink too much of it and you start getting the jitters,
Yeah,
you need
if
to
it-
put a
yeah,
caffeinated
hot
cobalt
liquid,
shirt on so
true.
people know that your
Of course,
jitters are
Critical
coffee.
Treasures, who
Critical
will be
Treasures.
relisting her bags soon.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Critical Treasures
She's been
has
swamped.
been
It's amazing.
having to stop sales from time to time
Good for
because she
her.
has too many, which is
Awesome.
amazing. That's a good problem to have.
They're good
Um,
bags. I
yeah.
know. I have one.
They are. We are on podcast, so check out your favorite podcast lister. We're
Yes.
on Google, iTunes, Spotify, a handful of others that I didn't even know existed. We do have our shows get a trim and an edit within a handful of days. You can check us out on IMDb. We're all over the internet. We're internet famous, kinda. Yeah.
We're working.
We're not
on it.
We're working on
We're not
internet
even
fame.
verified yet, so.
TBD.
TBD.
But you guys can make that happen.
November 2nd is when we return
Mhm.
after spooky season.
It won't be
Spooky.
anymore. Thank goodness. We'll be thankful instead.
This was a fun one, though.
That was fun.
It'll
That
be
was
a
fun.
thankful episode.
It was fun.
Yeah.
We're thankful to be alive.
All right. With that, thank you, players. Thank you, stream. Thank you for supporting us. We love you all.
Stumble
Have
on
a
in, now you
good
hear.
night.
Bye.